moon is full and the stars are aligned and the sky is an eerie black. The moon is full and the stars are aligned and the sky is an eerie black. It's the night of the biggest vampire on the hunt on the attack. He spreads his wings as he takes from the air like smoke from a roaring fire, salivating for a little slice of that sweet carnal desire. Go! On your marks, get ready, set, 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 go! So get on with the show!
Live from Chicago, Illinois, USA, and the Pacific Northwest, USA, and featuring Third Mike from Florida, USA. This is TWOSTONED. It's Two Stone with Marco and Johnny.
Which one is which? Find out later at the end of the show.
I am trying so hard to start the show.
It's starting, but it won't continue. It just keeps starting.
Hello, my darling. Hello, my darling. Hello, my Clementine. All right, here we go. Getting to go. We got the show rolling.
There we go. All righty.
Yes.
Welcome to another glorious Tuesday to get stoned and talk about stupid shit like we always do. And, you know, I didn't really realize it until you pointed it out just now. But this show really is a kind of a meeting of the minds all across the country, since you're over in Illinois right now. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. Pause is in Florida. So we're coast to coast right now.
Yeah, we're like a diagonal line.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't say diagonal. Come on.
You gotta tell me you can at least say 3-syllable words.
No, I'm not that high yet, but we'll get there. I promise. Paz says to start off, he went to the VA to get some mental health refresher in the system because he hasn't been there in a few years, and they told me I was too crazy. And the things wrong with me they never heard before. And they don't know how to help besides shoving pills down my throat, and they don't know how to fix me. I have gotten high school. I gotten high in about 2 weeks. Haven't gotten high in 2 weeks. Uncle, well, that's a problem.
Okay, well, yeah, that is the problem. But if you are going to the VA, then you do have to piss clean, unfortunately.
This is stupid.
So,
I mean, come on.
Yeah, it really is dumb. But we've mentioned that on the show before. But yeah, also, I can imagine the things that you've told them from what you've told us. But it's more surprising to me that they said that, like, we've never heard of this before, which makes me think they're lying.
It means they've heard of it before.
Yeah, it means they have heard of it before, and they're like, oh, fuck, this is going to be costly, and I do not want to fill out this paperwork.
I do not like the idea of Paz not having any marijuana. I don't like that idea right now. I feel he's at risk right now. No, I mean, I'm not even joking around. I mean, like, when I don't get weed for when the first 2 weeks I was in prison,
Mm-hmm.
I was all I thought about was how can I hang myself in the cell?
Yes, but you were also in prison.
Yeah, I mean, but his mind is a prison that he's forced to live in every day. And the poor guy. Then you got to stop taking the only thing that's helping him, the only thing that's getting him through life. He's got to take that now, and pretend he's not doing it. Go in and lie to the doctors about taking it. You can't be honest with your doctors. You can't be, and then they just hand you a bunch of pills that make him sit in a stupor all day and pee in his pants.
Yeah, they just give you pills that make you a zombie, and it's like, well, if we turn you into a zombie, then at least we know you won't be a harm to anybody else or yourself, right?
Yeah, and then you know what? And then we'll see in about 3 or 4 more years for that. What do they call it when they flush your liver out?
Dialysis? No, it's kidneys.
Kidneys, yeah, dialysis. So yeah, and then
Oh, okay.
3 years down the line, you get dialysis in your future because your kidneys are shutting down from the 18 goddamn pills you're taking. I get angry. It just.
We feel for your pause. Maybe not personally, but we feel your strife.
I'm old, not a touch, I guess. I'm out of touch. But if a guy signs the paper to be in our military, they should be taken care of for life. Yeah. And they should be able to do whatever the fuck they want, unless it's drunk driving or murder.
Yes, unless you are literally committing a felony, then yes.
If you pull over a veteran and he has some heroin in his car, let him go. You know what I mean?
Maybe if this was like the 5th time this month, okay, that might be a problem. But just once. You couldn't just let him go just once.
Just let him go all the time. They're vets. I mean, come on. They saw babies get their skeletons taken out of their bodies.
Among other things.
I mean, that was the most horrific thing I've heard. They deboned a child. But anyways, I'm sorry. Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
There goes me turning over the new leaf. There goes the new leaf. It's already unturned. What's wrong with me?
You're high, but you're not high enough. But there is a chemical in marijuana that is known as fuck it all.
It is, and I have it.
Exactly. You have it pumping through your veins 24/7.
The only time I'm concerned is when I'm out of weed. It's the only concern I ever have in life anymore, to be honest.
Then you go from fuck it all to fuck everything.
Yep. And I ain't doing none of that. I ain't doing shit.
Just need to sweat it. Just need to sweat it out like a junkie for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I just find it sick to my stomach that you got some guy, what is he, in Oklahoma, the richest man in the world, and he doesn't spend any of his money. He's got almost $1 trillion in the bank. In the meantime, we got vets sleeping on the streets, can't get the help they need. It's just disgusting. And I know this subject gets brought up all the time, and people are sick of hearing it. Well, can't we fix it so we stop talking about it? All right, exactly. Off my soapbox for the night.
No, that is a good point. It's like, well, maybe if you'd fix the fucking problem, we'll stop bitching about it.
Exactly.
What do we have to do?
Who's against helping vets? Like, I bet you poll us right now in America. Who wants to see every vet helped? 90% maybe?
I remember that there was a long social media stretch for a while where people were just blatantly saying fuck the vets, but then everybody else was just like, what the fuck are you doing?
And one last little thing about Puz isn't even doing weed.
No.
He's taking Delta 8s. Not even real THC. He can't get a prescription because he'll lose his VA coverage. I'm sorry. This marijuana just makes me so mad.
I know. It's a double-edged sword with marijuana. It really is. It's like, because it brings you so much joy, but it just brings you also so much pain if you live in an area where it isn't legal, or if you want to get an actual career, then it does kind of suck.
It's just like these people, they complain about things, right? About their pain or this or that. And I'm just like, will you go try some marijuana? Oh, no. Seriously, you could get rid of all of that. Ask Dana White from the UFC.
Yeah, literally, Dana White.
He said, one day I woke up, he goes, I'm on antidepressants, I'm on stimulants, I'm on cholesterol medication, I'm on blood pressure medication. He goes, I was taking 12 pills a day.
I'm on steroids, or take that out. Can you take that out of the interview? Thanks. Here's $10,000.
Human growth hormone, some peptides,
some hair growth hormones. They're not working.
And he goes, I sat and some guy told me about medical marijuana, and at this point I was like, oh, fuck you, I don't do drugs. And he goes, and he starts talking to me about all the symptoms that I have and what marijuana does for him. And he goes, you know what? I get up and I pop a gummy every morning now. I don't take any pills. Fuck medicine.
There's a reason why people refer to it as medication, because it does help.
He goes, I'm taking blood pressure medication because there's a pill giving me high blood pressure. What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. You have to take pills to counteract the pills that you are taking, because the pills that are helping you are fucking you up in other areas. So you got to take pills to counteract those fucking pills.
It just never stops.
No. That's why I've always been someone who steers away from pills. Even ibuprofen. I avoid even taking ibuprofen unless I absolutely fucking have to, which I'm glad for it. But at the same time, when I actually do have to take some opiates or like heavy duty painkillers, it just hits me like a bus full of trucks. Like I take half of one, and then I blink, and then all of a sudden 5 hours have passed, and I'm like, I pissed myself. I just passed out for 5 hours and I pissed myself. This is great.
Yeah, I had my my opiate run, and not some of my best work. I'll just put it that way. You can't do anything. You can't even do a fucking podcast.
No.
All goofed up on the H or the whatever the doctor prescribes you.
No, I guess after Artie Lang left the Howard Stern show for attempted slip and slide, it got a lot less cool.
Mm-hmm. You know, I went through my phase.
A heroin phase?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not. It wasn't one of my proudest 6 months of my life.
6 months and then you kicked it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
It is the worst flu. It is the worst sickness. Your bones hurt.
I have heard that.
But it really wasn't that. Then you just smoke tons of weed. I just kept chipping weed because then it got my appetite back, and like I just felt sick, but I wasn't like the first day. I'm like, well, let me just smoke a shitload of weed. I smoked a shitload of weed. I drank a bunch of whiskey, and I kicked it. It wasn't that big of a deal. 3 days.
I don't know why you reminded me of this, but I wanted to bring this up to you because I think you'd find this funny. So, going into a random tangent here, but there was a Ozzy Osbourne story that I came across that I thought was fucking hilarious. Was Ozzy Osbourne has been to a rehab center multiple times, and
yes.
And so I guess the story goes that the first time he got sent to the Betty Ford Center, Sharon Osbourne convinced him to go, but the only way she convinced him to go was because she told them that if you go to this center, they will teach you how to drink like a gentleman. So Ozzy just had it in his head the whole time. He's like, "Oh, that's my problem. I just don't know how to drink properly." So he just went over to the Betty Ford Center, and he literally went up to the receptionist and asked them where the cocktail bar was. And he said they just looked at me like they saw a ghost. Like, what?
I was trying to remember what TV show that was where they were at AA and the guy. Oh, I think it was. I don't care what it was, but that guy goes there at AA and he's like, "Oh, I'm just here to take a break. I'm not here to quit forever. Forever? What are you, stupid?"
I need
No,
to
it
get my tolerance back. I just need something to do on a Sunday.
It was Rescue Me with Dennis Leary. He's like, "I'm just here because the court ordered me to be here. I quit drinking forever? What are you, stupid?" Puz says he told the CIA knows everything wrong with me, and there's a long document that lays it out for them, and it was released years ago, and they just act like it never happened. I told the docs, other people like me, and proceeded to explain that I should have been able to find others because they have done the internet back in the day, just like to sit and suffer through it, and that's my opinion. So what they're just going to do is say you're crazy and treat you for psychosis, pretty much.
Yeah,
that never happened.
Yeah, they're going. Yeah, the first thing you said was the CIA has documents on this. They're gonna go, right? Of course they do. Even if you are like, no, literally, the CIA has documents on this. No one is going to believe you at face value.
No, nobody believes anything.
No.
Like, I remember the drone thing. I'm like, here's the guy doing the drones. Here's the drones. This is what's going on. Everybody's like, shut up, Stoner. And now, last week, the guy's like, yeah, that was me. And I'm like, motherfucker. It's like, are the guys on the street corners that stand on the street corners 24 hours a day just screaming how the devil is coming? Are they right? Are they real? You know? Nobody's going to listen to them.
I mean, people say that where they're just like, I don't know, maybe the crazy people screaming about how the world's coming to an end, maybe that's legit. But I also refer to back in like the mid 1800s where I'm pretty sure people also said that God was going to smite America like a new Sodom and Gomorrah or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yes, I remember.
So, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm not saying you're right.
But I mean, what if you really had like they say there's an alien coming, right? He's going to be here in like 3 more months or 3 more weeks. I can't remember, but there's an alien coming. And the Anunnaki sent us a message that said it's not them. It's the bad guys are coming.
Oh, it's the bad aliens because the aliens that say that they're the good aliens told us they're the bad aliens.
Yes. The good aliens are the ones that created us.
Right.
The bad aliens are coming to destroy us. So there's only one way to go.
Thanks again.
Okay, Johnny,
The hell that was the wrong clip. Sorry.
No worries. Where are you getting this Anunnaki, whatever the fuck? Where are you getting this from?
Well, I worship the Anunnaki since birth. They are my creator.
Okay, I didn't realize we were going to go down this rabbit hole, but okay, lead the way, Alice.
We're here just to destroy, just to collect gold for them because they spray gold particles into the universe so they can travel without the static. And they call us because they're our friends. They're the ones that made the iPhone, gave it to us.
So you're telling me that their problem with space travel is static electricity and kinetic energy building up in the vacuum of space?
Yes. And they need gold particles to calm it down.
A vacuum. A literal vacuum.
I'm just saying, I don't believe this. I'm just saying there's guys out there like that.
I know there are. I have met some people where they believe in some wacky shit. But that's what happens when you go down the rabbit hole of like conspiracy theories or aliens or anything like that. You start talking to people, and then eventually you bump into somebody where you're just like, oh, what the? How did I get here?
How do you get there? How do you get it? Like the aliens are coming? They say it's coming. They show it. NASA.
Well, I mean, if you got abducted by, if you got abducted by aliens and then they just plopped you, and then you ran around saying like, I got abducted by aliens, and no one believes you, you're just gonna carry on the rest of your life like that shit didn't happen. You know what I mean?
Sammy Hagar's been saying it since he was 18 years old that he was abducted by aliens.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem too traumatized about it.
And they told him that he was going to be a rock and roll star, kind of like that scene from Back to the Future where they put that cassette tape in.
Oh, they showed him the first Back to the Future, and it was like, hey, you know what? Whoa, what the fuck? Sorry, I'm smoking outside, and there was a bat that literally just fucking whizzed past my head.
Oh no, thank you. Fucking bats, man. They're fucking flying rats full of rabies.
Not all of them are full of rabies. The bats actually serve a really crucial part of the ecosystem, and by that I mean they eat all the other bugs I hate.
See, even Paz knows about this. He goes, I know about the Anunnaki. They need to extract monatomic gold from volcanoes to fix the atmosphere of the planet.
I'm still not entirely sure how gold fixes an atmosphere, but I'm also thinking as a carbon-based life form who breathes oxygen.
And then the aliens are coming in November. He has confirmed.
So we're going to get invaded before GTA 6 is released?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'm going to go jump off a bridge.
Ain't no Christmas. Ain't gonna be no Christmas this year, folks. We'll be getting we'll be cuffed and stuffed by aliens. They'll put us in illegal detention centers.
Okay, so the bad aliens are coming to get us, but the Anunnaki aren't going to do shit about it.
No, they just said it's not us. Better prepare.
What do you mean prepare?
I don't know. What's Trump gonna do? Hit him with a golf club?
Yeah, we don't. The smartest thing that we did is like we launched a car into space. We got that Mars rover. That was pretty cool. But like, if aliens straight up fucking invaded, it would pretty much be like Mass Effect 3, where they would just show up and then within like half a day just be like, well, we're fucked.
Now, I've heard that we've never even actually been through space. That Orion nuclear belt would melt anything that came in contact with it. I think it's been a big laundry mundering scheme this whole time. The space program.
Okay, well here's my debate on that, right? So I've heard a lot of people say that like the moon landing is faked, right? So,
okay. Who put the camera on the moon before they got there?
The fucking astronauts.
But like the camera caught the thing coming down. It showed who got there before the astronauts to put set the cameras up in the right spot.
You don't think that they had cameras built onto the fucking like the landing pads and shit, or like the thrusters or whatever the fuck? Look,
yeah, no, I understand that, but there's a camera shot of the actual landing but the camera's like 50 feet away, and it shows them pumping out of the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The camera it's like nobody questions that there was a fucking camera there to start with.
Okay, but here's the thing. So let's say that was fake, right? The whole like all the debris that we left on the moon, the flag that we left there, all of that's a prop, all of it's fake, right? Mm-hmm. Would you at least agree that we have the technology to get to the moon now?
No. I
You
don't
don't
think we
think we
do.
have the technology to get to the moon now?
I don't think we can get to that Orion belt.
The Orion belt is between Mars and I think it's between Mars and Saturn.
Okay, whatever the belt is. I'm trying to sound
Yeah.
smart, and I'm dumb as shit. But there's a nuclear. There's no way we could get through there. No one's been on the moon ever. That's what I think. But but the camera thing is what throws me out. That's the only question I have.
Well, here's my take on that, right? Is that I think I've brought this up on the show before, is that I do believe that some, if not all, of the footage of the moon landing was fake. But I do also believe that we landed on the moon. Now,
I could go, hey, we landed on the moon, we saw what it looked like, and then we came back and recreated it. That makes 1,000% sense, right?
well, I mean, basically, but it's the other way around, where they were just like, hey, we know kind of sort of what the moon looks like because we sent like satellites, we've sent people into orbit near the moon. We know what the moon looks like. We have nerds that can guess what the moon would be like if we walked on it. So let's make some footage beforehand of us doing stuff that we are going to do on the moon, just in case the footage that we take on the moon doesn't make it. You know what I mean?
Okay. It says pause. Pause has just got my back all night tonight. I love this guy. Marco, how hot is the moon's surface? And how hot is the Van Allen belt? That's what I was looking for. The Van Allen belt.
Oh, Van Allen belt. I was thinking of something else.
The Van Buren boys. Seinfeld, sorry. Temps humans can't live in without being cooked. That's what I thought. That we can't go through there. Yeah. No one's ever pierced that. I don't even know if these satellites have pierced it. The ones that went to the Mars and all this shit.
Johnny, the internet that I'm using to talk to you right now is powered by fucking satellites.
Yes, but all the satellites are contained within the Van Allen belt. None of them stretch outside the belt.
Okay, what about the Voyager?
The show?
No, the fucking satellite that they shot past our solar system back in the 70s.
That's what I'm saying. I think that might have been just melted, and I think they took all the money and went and bought hookers and just told everybody, yeah, we just spent $5 billion. See, here's the pictures. I mean, we have problems literally casting an NFL game on 2025 with the technology we have now, but yet we can shoot through the Van Allen belt with a goddamn TV signal. Come on.
You really think that it's impossible? Like, well, Paz does bring up a good point that we can't stay on like the surface of the moon too long without being cooked. Yes, that is true, but that is also why they made suits so that you could stay on the surface of the moon longer than you probably should have. You get what I'm saying?
Yes. The one other thing though is
Paz is correct, because there are astronauts that have said that when they go out on a spacewalk for an extended period of time and then they come back into the space station or their pod or whatever, they do note that for some reason their spacesuit smells like cooked meat.
It's that hot.
It's that hot.
I'm just saying that would be a great way to steal a bunch of money.
Just say, hey, we're going to launch this metal rock into space.
Yep. Can you see it? It'll land in the ocean where you can't see it. We'll just show it.
Well, I mean, not even land it in the ocean. Just shoot it in a random direction and just be like, yep, we did it. Where's it going? I don't know. We'll figure it out when it gets there in 10, 15,000 years.
Like Paul says, why can't they use the satellites to show the flag that we planted on the moon?
Okay, well, for one, because that flag was planted almost over 50 years ago, so I'm pretty sure the flag is just completely destroyed.
When with the heat of the moon, wouldn't the flag immediately just burst into flames?
I mean, I think that well, here's the thing that I was trying to get to earlier was that other countries have gone to the moon. We know other countries have gone to the moon, and yet not a single one of them has ever said, "Hey, maybe we should go check out where that Apollo mission landed and see if that shit's there." None of them ever bothered to go and check. And then when
Yeah.
they did and they found nothing, they just went, "Huh, there's nothing here. I guess we'll say nothing about it."
Yeah, I mean, how many countries have been on the moon technically? Just us, or has there
Uh,
been others? I thought Russia went,
us,
maybe.
us, Russia, China, Canada, a few others, I'm sure. I think India's trying.
So, do they have real moon footage? Why is it not
Yes,
talked about?
there's all sorts of moon footage. Like there's one footage that I don't know if you would find it interesting, but I do. It basically explains the laws of physics on the moon, where if you drop a hammer and you drop a feather at the same time, well then the hammer's going to hit the ground first, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's because on Earth we have air, we have oxygen around us, and that provides resistance for the feather. But if you're in a vacuum, like when you're on the moon, and you drop a feather and a hammer at the same time, then they hit the ground at the same time. And sure enough, it did it.
With no gravity, why would a hammer hit the ground at all?
No, the moon does have gravity. It's just very, very light.
Because one thing that I saw too is when the guy went to hit the hammer into the flag, he dropped it, and it dropped like a regular hammer on the moon.
Well, yeah, like I said, the moon does have gravity. It does, it does if you drop something, it does hit the ground. It's not going to float away from you if you give it enough force to throw it or toss it. Well then yeah, if you jump too high, then yeah, you will eventually break orbit of the moon and go floating away. But the moon does have gravity.
Okay, well see, you turned my mind on that one. See, I listen. I'm not, turned off to a good. But one thing that Pause brings up, and I bring up too, is why I'm 36 years old and I've never seen footage from any other country on the moon. You said it's out there, though, right?
Yeah, well, other countries have, yeah.
But why, to this point, have I never seen one lick of footage? Why wouldn't anybody, a conspiracy theory, line all of these things up and say, yep, it lines up. This is what happened here and here and here. See, they were there.
Okay, here's my take on that, right? So I think I think in history in America there are 12 people in the history of America that have walked on the moon and have done research on the moon, right?
One of them being Michael Jackson, the famous 1983 moonwalk. Okay, continue.
Well, where do you think they got it from?
God damn you! Sorry, I'm sorry.
But so there's about 12 people that have done research and walked around on the moon, right? So why would they stop after 12 people? I don't know. Maybe because after 12 people and they did a lot of examining on the moon, they just went, yeah, turns out there's a lot of rocks, a lot of dust. That's
Not
it.
much.
Why the fuck else are we going back to the moon? There's just rocks and dust. It's a fucking moon.
Because we want to see the dark side of the moon.
We can't go to the dark side of the moon because it would freeze us.
And what about the door on the moon? No.
There might be a secret base on the moon that they aren't telling us about. I'm willing to believe that.
I'm going after the show tonight. I'm going to go watch moon landings from China, Russia, and whoever, Canada. And I want to see them. I need to get to the bottom of this once and for all. I need the truth.
There's literally, you can look up a live stream footage from a 24/7 live stream footage from the International Space Station that's in orbit over our planet right now.
Yeah, supposedly. I mean,
Yeah.
how do we know it's real?
Look, man, I don't have a whole lot of things to prove that it is real, but I know that you have even less to prove that it isn't, because neither of us are fucking astronauts. None of us are physicists. None of us know a damn thing about astrophysics. Do you even know what a light year is?
I got a lot of LOLs when Elon showed the satellite image of it cruising around America, and I went, fake. We all know the Earth's flat, and this satellite is bullshit. And
The Earth
everybody's
is not.
agreeing with it. I'm
The
like,
Earth
it's
is
not
not
flat.
flat.
The what do they call it? The Arctic shield, the Arctic wall.
Yeah, the Arctic wall, all that crazy shit. I've bumped in. I mean, I always crack the Earth is flat as a joke. You know what I mean? I love pulling that shit as a joke. But I have bumped into people that take that shit seriously, and for one, they have an answer for everything. But again, my response to the Earth being flat is okay. So actually, pause brings it up here is something happened in 1776 that kicked off the lies.
I love
Well, what I was going to bring up is that I'm not sure. I doubt that you're super familiar with Sir Isaac Newton and his laws of physics.
it. Yeah, reality, theory of relativity.
That's Einstein.
Yeah, but he got that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I didn't expect you to know that one, to be honest. But I think that you would find Isaac Newton is an
Gravity,
interesting
the apple
character.
guy. The
Yes, the
apple
Apple
fell from
guy.
the tree. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, him. Yeah,
I went to
he's the
preschool.
guy. Yeah, he's the guy that created the very basis and skeleton of physics as we know it. And so his entire basis for physics is based on the principle that the Earth is round, and it's based on the Earth's gravity. That's how our physics works, mathematically and theoretically. It is based on our Earth's physics, right?
Yes.
So, that being said, if our physics were based on Sir Isaac Newton's laws that say that the only reason why this works is because gravity and the shape of the Earth is causing the physics to work like this, then how is the physics working the exact same if the Earth was flat? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
And I bring up a point. I got in an argument with a guy like this the other day, and I says, "What do you do for work?" And he goes, "I work construction." And I go, "You have a family?" He goes, "Yeah, I got a wife and 3 kids." And I go, "What do you guys? What do you guys do?" And they're like, I work all week, and then on weekends we'll go to the movies and do something here or there, and like normal life. And I go, now, what the fuck difference does it make if the round world is round or flat? You're going to do the same fucking thing anyways every day. Why don't you fucking move on with your life?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing going to change anybody's daily thing by finding out even if the Earth was flat. Nothing. You're still going to go to 7-Eleven and get a hot dog later. Nothing's going to change in your life. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Literally nothing.
You spend hours researching and arguing, and it changes nothing in anyone's life.
No. And they always go on about like, oh, it's a big conspiracy. They don't want us to know. Why? You can't tell me that there's a conspiracy of how every world government is behind on this same notion of, yes, we can't have the public know about this. Why?
Yeah, what would be the difference?
Right. Well,
if we were just a flat thing cruising through like a skateboard, that's way cooler. Cool.
Yeah, well,
great.
Not just that, but I'm like, what's the end game in like keeping this a secret from us? It's like there's nothing to gain from keeping this a secret from us. The only reason why you would keep something a secret is if you have something to gain from it, right? That's the only reason why you're putting in this much fucking effort.
It makes no sense.
No.
Get a life. Fuck, god damn.
When Johnny Cush tells you to get a life, that's saying something.
I know I brought it up on my show the other day, but gee, I'm just like, you don't have anything better to do than sit on your computer for 12 hours a day trying to convince people that the earth is flat.
If you're doing it as a goof, then God bless you. But if you're doing it for legit reasons, then yeah, you need to get your head checked out.
I mean, for fuck's sakes. For fuck's sakes. Just.
What's next? You're going to be burning people at the stake?
I know. It's just like the earth is flat. Okay, great. Cool. That is something I'm not going to argue with. Yeah, I'm not going to sit and argue with somebody like that.
It's all right, buddy. You do you.
I think there was contact with the alien back when the deal was made to have Earth's population down to the size to get their knowledge, and that is why Tesla cars are cooking people by induction. Okay.
I mean, it cooked that one dude in Vegas.
Oh god.
Cooked him pretty good.
Cooking you. Yeah, I know. I'm really on the fence about. I got to buy a car, and I did buy a van the other night.
What kind of van?
I bought a Scooby-Doo van.
You bought a minivan?
It's a 1964 Dodge flat face van sprayed up like the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine. Now, I'm thinking we might give it away.
Okay, I was going to say it probably would be smarter for you to give it away because there's no way you're going to drive that around without people thinking that you're a pedophile of some kind.
I didn't think about the pedophile thing. And I was drunk on eBay. There was 3 minutes left in the auction, and I pulled the trigger.
I mean, it's got to be in shitty condition, right?
No, it runs and drives, straight 6, 4 on the tree. No, 3 on the tree, I'm sorry.
And how rusted is it?
It's just got some rust. The interior's rusty, and the interior's got to be done. It's got to get some pussy fur put in there and all that, And
yeah,
then
some shag.
And then I woke up the next day, and I'm like, let me guess. I'm a 36-year-old white male, and I'm going to get in a Scooby-Doo van with a bed in the back and shaggy fur and roll around town thinking I'm cool.
Yeah, so all you need is for you to pick up me, a Great Dane, and one really smart chick and one real dumb bitch. And then we got a business.
We'll drive around cosplay and do a podcast. Yeah. The Scooby-Doo and you, it'd be like dude, I might work. Hold on a second. But, that fucking American Express card, I need to get rid of it. Because I literally just dropped $5,600.
Why are you blaming the Express card?
Because if I didn't have the card, I wouldn't have bought it.
You can't blame the card for your own stupid decisions.
And that's back on the wagon again. After you buy a mystery machine at 7:30 in the morning, hammered, it's time to put the bottle back down.
Oh my god! What were you drinking that caused you to buy a mystery machine?
I was drinking Peach Crown Royal.
Oh, Crown Royal, that makes sense.
And mixed with Mellow Yellow. This is the greatest drink I've ever. It is like pure heaven.
If it was any other Crown Royal other than peach, that probably would be fucking gross.
I don't know what it is. It tastes like is the greatest beverage ever. It is so good. I just kept drinking it because it doesn't taste like alcohol at all.
No, and then you get fucking hammered after an hour and a half.
Roblox? What's a Roblox?
Oh, Roblox.
Oh, what's that?
it's an online game that it's sort of like how do I describe it? It's so imagine like The Sims, right?
Yeah.
But instead of it being like The Sims, where you control every aspect of the character, you run around as a sim, kind of, in these virtual worlds that other people have created. It's
Okay, I
meant,
got you.
yeah, it's a thing for kids, but yeah, lately they've come under scrutiny because it turns out a decent chunk of their a decent chunk of the people who use the Roblox platform have been under sex offender registries.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
know, God, these creeps, man, they're just everywhere, aren't they? You
oh
can't
yeah.
stop them. They ruin
Well, you know what?
everything.
Well, you know what the real kicker about that whole thing is? Thank you for bringing that up, Pause. I forgot about that. The reason why this has come to light is because there's this YouTuber who did a video on it. I think he just he's a hacker dude, so he just hacked their system and got all the information. It was just like, wow, it turns out a big chunk of people who play Roblox actively are pedophiles. And he reported it to the company that made Roblox about it and said, hey, you guys need to look into this. This is bad. And so so Roblox responded by banning him.
They banned
So
so okay, yeah, because they don't want nobody to know about that.
no, but banning him just made it worse because I guess now he's planning on suing them. So
I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do. These creeps. I don't know what can we. There's nothing we can
I tell
do
you,
anymore.
my dad told me a great idea that what we should do. He's like, we have all these. We basically do like a run, like Running Man, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, where it's just like this fucked up shit, but it's a TV show and everybody loves it. So it's aliens versus predators. So we get a bunch of illegal aliens from all over the world who want to be an American citizen, right?
Yep, asylum seekers.
Right. So what we do is we gather like 10 of them, right? Anybody who wants to be an American citizen, there's 10 of you and there's 5 pedophiles. We're going to let the pedophiles go into this abandoned area, give them like a 2-minute head start, and then we let you loose. We give you the guns. You come back with a head, and you become a U.S. citizen.
I think. I'm trying to think who would win.
I think the Mexicans would. I think they're bloodthirsty enough that they would want it badly enough to just be like, oh yeah, I'll kill 2 of them.
Yeah, a lot of them guys like have pot tits. Not in the greatest of shape. Which I'm.
Oh, Dirty Dalish is here. Hello, Dirty Dalish. Welcome.
Wow, oh my God, I'm behind. I'm sorry, I missed you. Thanks for reminding me about the stream, Posy. We're not allowed
to have you.
We're not allowed to call him that, but she is. We're not going to get into that again. That's forbidden door territory there. So Marco, we're going to have to step up.
What do you mean we?
Me and you. Oh wait, fuck, dude, we're fucking I'm trumping you. I'm weaving you, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm weaving you, bro. Sorry.
Yes, please. Take it back a couple steps. What are you talking about?
So, anyways, I got this van.
Right. Okay. Yes, the mystery machine. Yes, you have the mystery machine now.
And when something hits you that you didn't think about that just hurts.
Yes.
The thing that you brought up. I'm like, I can't be driving around in a van with cartoon characters on it. I might as well go to Timo and put a goddamn get one of those neon signs that says free candy and put it in the back windows, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, get a sign that says free candy and the most ragged curtains that you could find, and just find this. So like, just go to a junkyard, grab a mattress, throw it in the back, call it a day.
And by the way, do you know how much it costs to have a mystery machine shipped from Iowa to Las Vegas, Nevada?
From Iowa to shit, that's a hell of a drive. I'm gonna guess this is a few grand, $3-4 grand.
$3,600.
Jesus.
I can't believe. I'm not going to. They're dropping it off on Thursday, and I'm not going to be home. I gotta pay somebody to go to my house and film the neighbor's reaction when there's a goddamn mystery machine in my driveway. It's kind of a hoity-toity neighborhood I live in.
Don't you have a Ring camera?
I do, but I want somebody to get like the neighbor's reactions.
Yeah, just get someone there to, like, when the van actually shows up, just film around and get all the people just staring. I would like to see some pictures when you get back, though.
He goes, "Is there any reason you're up by your pool screaming at 2:00 in the morning every night?" I'm like, "Oh, you can hear me. I will move the podcast indoors from here on out." I didn't know my neighbor was listening to me live.
Yeah, turns out I'm a real big fan of your show, and I didn't even realize it.
Like, who are you talking to? Who the hell are you talking to? It's just, I can imagine you're just some random guy just talking all night for 2 hours straight.
Yeah, 2 in the morning, you just hear this dude just screaming his head off about shit. It's like, what is this dude doing?
And he comes over, I'm like, dude,
doesn't he live by himself?
And he, he let it go for like 2 weeks before he finally got the balls to come over and say something. 2 weeks. And I'm like, dude, the second I was annoying you, you should have came over and said, "Hey, please, I'm trying to sleep. I got to work. I have a job. I'm like a real human. It's not normal for people at 2 a.m. out having beers every night." I'm like, I forget. Marco's trying to give me some class. I grew up in a junkyard, and I'm living in a high class neighborhood.
Yes, I'm trying to teach you how to be a proper gentleman, even though it's long too late and it's a wasted effort. I'm trying.
What's that podcast? Are You Garbage? I think the guys do that. I think it's called, Are You Garbage? It's like a fat guy and another guy, and they bring people in and ask them questions to decide if they're white trash or not.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, it's great. It's one of the funniest podcasts ever. They'd be like, so Pepsi or Coke? Or store brand?
Depends on the store brand.
Was a Red Lobster a once every 6 month treat? Was Red Lobster the fanciest restaurant you've ever been to?
Actually, what's the fanciest restaurant you've ever been to as a poor boy?
The big thing growing up was Bonanza.
Ah, Bonanza.
I think they all went bankrupt in like 2000.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't say I've ever been to a Bonanza. It might be why.
My mom, because every Sunday kids would eat free, so every Sunday, of course, we went to Bonanza because she could feed the little fat bastard for free.
Yeah, and I wonder why they went out of business.
They had this salad bar that was unreal. I mean, it was like 100-foot salad bar. It had tacos and pizzas and salads, and you got that with your steak. And like my mom, you go there and I would just gorge. It'd be like $8. Yeah, I know. I understand why they're out of business. You get like a steak back then for like $6.
Yeah, and you. I'm sure everybody and their mother had the same idea. I was like, let's just grab all of the kids and get a bigger bang for our buck, and just go out here every Sunday.
That, remember, Sizzler was fine dining growing up.
Haven't been to a Sizzler.
You're going to Sizzler. I remember another place called the Ground Round, which was a super cool place in Wisconsin where you could take your peanut shells and just throw them right on the floor. And then people were tripping constantly. Slipping on the peanut shells. Idiots. Oh, it's good for the floor. A peanut oil. It's good to soak in. I think
it's good for the hardwood, trust me.
I think the Texas Roadhouse, you used to be able to throw your peanut shells everywhere back in the day.
That's so fucking wild to me. It's just like, well, yeah, it's their job to clean the place, so yeah, sweep up the peanuts off the floor.
But I think the employees got to go, can we just give them a bucket to put the shells in, maybe? Do we have to have them throw them on the floor all the time? I see, that's why I'm a bad employee, because I'd be at the meeting going, excuse me, boss?
Yeah.
Is there a reason
exactly.
maybe we can just maybe put a trash can next to the tables?
Yeah, a trash can, a bucket, a spittoon, something.
Because at the end of the night, I'm literally cleaning up 200 people's spit off of the floor because they put them in their mouth, they get all gobby and then throw them on the floor with the spit. This can't be. The health department had to shut that down eventually, right?
Oh yeah, that had to be some sort of health violation after a while.
Yeah, I mean, there used to be places where you just threw your trash on the floor. I mean, the 70s was such a time where you just threw your trash wherever you wanted.
Yeah, I've heard many a tale from my family of the glory days of the 70s.
I mean, they literally had to start making commercials. Hey, stop throwing your shit on the highway.
Yeah, the fucking the fucking Trail of Tears. That fucking of the Native American crying because someone threw a chip bag in the river or some shit.
Yep. I mean, it was. You got done with your lunch, it just goes out the window. It was no even thinking about throwing it away. The trash cans were never full. Nobody ever put anything in a trash can because we got freedom in America.
Yeah, we have the freedom to not walk 20 feet to put it in a proper receptacle.
And I think that might have been you. We were podcasting one night and we did we showed Russia's live feed of the nightlife and America's live feed of nightlife. And in Russia, everybody's respectful of each other and it's squeaky clean. I mean, there's not like a piece of trash anywhere. In America, it's a nightmare. Guys with those shirts. Garbage everywhere.
One thing that you've pointed out also on that was that you said that, like, damn, everybody is like, at least like a 6, at worst a 6. Everybody hears a 6. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And one thing that I know about Russia that I actually thought was kind of interesting is that all over Russia they have a law to where if you have a building that is 10 levels or lower, then you are not allowed to install an elevator. So everybody's apartment complex is 10 levels high. Why? Use the fucking stairs, you fat ass.
Yep, they're all in shape.
Yeah, they're all in shape. Yeah, because they live in a frozen hellhole.
And my God, it's just all the lies that we've been told our whole lives about how bad Russia was. And I remember being told how ugly Russian women are. Have you ever seen an ugly Russian woman? I still haven't yet to find one. They're all hot.
I don't know. The babushkas get kind of rough.
Well, that's a whole different class. We don't talk about those. Yeah, well, we got we got those here too.
Yes, we do.
But we don't. I don't know. We're just not. We're not as cool as we think we are. You know what I mean? Americans.
I mean, you say that we're not as cool as we think we are, but compared to what? Russia? Okay, that's one. But what other ones? China?
Yeah,
that place fucking sucks.
when you start looking into, though, how it actually is for these people and see how these people are actually living their lives every day in reality, I don't know, man. Living in Russia doesn't seem that bad anymore. It might
Yeah,
be
as long
propaganda,
yeah,
you know.
it totally it's everything is propaganda, Johnny. I don't know how many times I have to tell you this. If anybody says anything positive about a country, like a country's policies or living situations or anything like that, chances are it's propaganda or a fucking sales pitch.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm just
And look,
saying. I
and
just
look,
think
I'm not
America. We need to clean this shit up. We need to just
yeah.
go out and get a broom and start over. Remodel.
Well, we,
We
well
need to
we can't
remodel
do
this
that.
motherfucker.
We can't do that if we're literally busy trying to fill our military bases that are all over the fucking world. We need
Yeah,
we can't
for what?
because we need to police the world, except for when the rest of the world hates it when we police the world, except for when they need us to police the world so that they can bitch at us about policing the world.
What I think we should do is pull every troop, take every dollar out of every European country, and take troops and just line our shores all the way around and go, try us, motherfuckers. And leave it at that. Enough. Let's bring them home. Bring them all home.
Yeah, it. I mean, we're just lowly peasants, so it. I mean, that sounds like a great idea to me too. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I am also entirely aware that there is a whole other string of bullshit tied to why we're even stuck over in the Middle East, even to this day. When even after Biden pulled that shit, we're still in the fucking Middle East. We're still fucking with Russia. We're still fucking with China. Why?
I don't know why. Why do we have to create tension constantly? It's like we gotta
Well,
constantly have drama.
Well, it's either we are constantly putting on pressure or we're preventing things from getting worse, depending on how you look at it.
I've had family members that served in the military and were stationed. They
Same.
didn't even see combat. They were in Germany.
Yeah.
And I said, "What did you do?" He goes, "Well, I would get up at 8 in the morning and they would put me in a pickup truck. And from 8 in the morning till 5 o'clock at night, I would drive around the base and pick up trash." And he goes,
Yeah.
"The thing is, soldiers are very neat and tidy. There's never any trash." So basically, I got in a truck and just drove around the base for 8 hours a day and would go and party every night. We paid a
So,
guy for 10 years. He did this.
yeah.
Every day, for 5 days a week, 10 years, he got up and drove around a truck and picked up non existent trash.
Yeah. That happened to a buddy of mine when he got stationed in Germany for I think he was there for like 4 years or something like that. And yeah, he told me the same thing. He's like, we just did fuck all except drills. That's all we did for 4 years while we were in Germany is drills. And then when we had to show up and look intimidating for whatever fucking reason.
You know? We've spent billions on that. For what? I mean,
Just to
it makes
remind
no sense.
just to remind the world of how big our little dicks are. I don't know.
Like I said, every troop we should have everybody in America. And if something happens, we have them all here to protect us. Isn't that what the troops are designed for, is to protect Americans?
Yes,
Oh,
that is
oh,
ideally that's what they're meant for, is to protect Americans. That's what they're being told, and that's why they're going over there and doing the things that they're being told what to do, is for the greater good, right?
this message brought to you by Simple Johnny.
Not to be confused with Simple Jack. Believe it or not, he's dumber.
He's dumber. Johnny's dumber. We all know the real reason. I mean, everybody's so it's so simple. It's like, yeah, well, I'm just bring them all home.
Okay, but
Well,
how?
Well, then we couldn't launder money through the German troop. We couldn't launder money through bases and keep billionaires in this country.
Okay, well, there's also the other issue, which is that you're talking about like, okay, well, let's just bring all the troops home. It's like, okay, so remember when Biden did that and he just left literally millions and millions of dollars of equipment just fucking abandoned, just totally good military equipment that we could have probably used.
Yeah, I want to know what the real deal was with that. You know what I mean?
I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure there was some fucking deal that went down where there's like, yeah, we'll just give you this shit, and then we'll retreat to try and get a good, a good media piece for our president. But all it did was made him look worse.
But I mean, somebody had to a deal went wrong, or somebody pissed somebody off to a point where it's like, fuck you, we're just gonna pull out. And they're like, oh no, you won't. And like, oh right. Well, let's fuck around and find out, motherfucker. I got my advocate. I got my light. I got my glasses on now. The final message to the commercial was prepared for back to school. You know why? Oh wait.
Yeah.
Here we go. Johnny, did you see the back to school commercial that had kids using scissors and colored pencils to protect a class door from a mystery intruder, a kid breaking a window with a skateboard? Prepare for school. You know why? What the hell?
I think he's asking if you've seen a commercial about like a school shooting PSA commercial.
Yeah, I've seen it. I mean, come on. If you were a parent, would you let your kids go to school?
Well, like public school? No.
Yeah. I think I'd homeschool them.
Yeah, I would. I'd homeschool them. I went to public school and I hated every fucking second of it.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Sure.
Like you need to go there and develop. Well, the weird thing is, I really didn't hang out with a lot of dudes I went to school with. I hang out with a lot of dudes from like other schools and shit. Like the Catholic school dudes would hang out with those guys. I didn't hang out with a lot of the public school guys.
Well, yeah, but the Catholic
disaster those kids.
Yeah, the Catholic school kids knew how to party.
Yeah, and they had the cop spot off, so
also a plus.
Oh my god. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just wish we could just live in a simple world. I wish Simple Johnny could be president. Go bringing everyone home.
Okay, here we go. All right, Johnny. Simple Johnny is now President Simple Johnny. Yep. What is your first action as president? What are you going to enact into law as president?
I am of course making marijuana legal.
Okay, well that's a given.
Number 2, prostitution will be legal.
Okay, interesting choice.
Number 3, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Johnny takes off. He's got to do his podcast.
Yes, because even the president. You know what? That's something that I've actually genuinely thought about. Is like, there's eventually going to be a president that does a weekly podcast to address the nation at some point. That's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Gavin Newsom in California has been trolling Trump.
Well, yeah, but that's kind of what he does.
He just released his new shoes. Now the governor of California is coming with jokes. You know what a joke is?
A little late to try and be funny. He's already president, but...
You know what a joke is? Is me cutting a $16,000 property tax check last year, Gavin fucking Newsom. I don't even fucking live there. All right. Back to the real show. Fucking the taxes in California are killing me.
Yeah, that's why people are moving the fuck out.
Yeah, I hate paying taxes on stuff I'm not even at.
Yeah, you have to pay money for shit that you own that you don't even use.
Let me. The final message to the commercial prepared. Okay, it's messed up. Okay, I'm kind of up there. I'm sorry, my brain is ADDing on you, bro. I'm sorry.
That's a given.
All right, so yeah, the Biden glasses.
I gotta say, as much as I love talking shit about Biden, I will say that he is the coolest, not cool old man I've ever seen.
You know, the Biden family, they got those big apparatuses in their pants.
Oh yeah, did you see that one interview that that Hunter Biden gave that's been circling around where he just flat out said that he makes his own crack?
Yes.
You got to see if you could clip that and save it for the show because I would love to drop that. That shit is just so funny to me. Just he just said that like so matter of factly. He's like, and I found it's just cheaper if you just make it yourself.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, it's yeah, I've done it. It's super easy.
It's what I've heard.
It's super. Yeah, it's a little baking soda. You gotta pay attention though. That's the big thing.
There's got to be a
do-
rap song that tells you how to make it, right?
You know, there's a few times where you get so fucked up that you forget that you're making it, and you like literally burn up $1,200 accidentally. So buyer beware.
Yeah, thankfully, I've never had to go through the strife of being a crack dealer or being a crack addict. Thankfully,
I think a great scene for a thing would be I could write this scene because I lived it. Have you ever been in a room full of 6 crackheads looking at a pan of burnt crack? I've never.
not specifically.
I've been to funerals with people not as sad. It's like your whole entire life just melted in front of your eyes. Looking there, and they're looking at me like, "You told me you knew how to do that." I'm like, I'm a fucking know-it-all. I'm sorry. Never done it before in my life. I watched a YouTube video. I watched a YouTube video. I could do it.
I worked with a guy who used to be a very horrible drug addict, and then eventually just kind of like you, he just smoked weed consistently, and then was totally fine. Well, he was a weird dude, but compared to what he used to be, he's totally fine. And but that was one thing he was telling me that was just so fucking funny, where he said that like, when you're on crack and you're addicted to crack, you just have a totally different mindset than when you're high on weed. Like if I was walking down the street and I had my crack and I was trying to smoke it and someone bumped me on the shoulder and I dropped my crack, I would immediately be on my like hands and knees digging my fingernails in the concrete trying to get my crack back, just sweating, cursing, just being a fucking maniac. But if I'm just walking down the street trying to light a bowl, someone smacks me and my bowl goes flying, I just go, 1 nugget, 2 nugget, 3 nugget.
Oh God! I remember guys from Tesla telling me about the singer, Jeff.
Oh,
Jeff Kind, Jeff K, something. Jeff Keith, I think his guy's name is.
I think so.
He kind of looks like the chick from One Day at a Time, Mackenzie Phillips.
He does.
I guess before the band broke up on their last tour, the Bust a Nut tour, ironically.
Oh, they busted, all right.
Apparently, the singer developed a crack problem at the end of the tour.
So he did. Wait, did he have a drug problem before?
No, just a pure weed guy, pure hippie.
Okay, so after decades of being a frontman of a metal band, now he's decided to do crack.
Yeah, he decided to become a crackhead.
Well,
this is, I think, in what 19? I'm trying to. Was it Nirvana 2005ish maybe?
So yeah, he's been a touring musician for over 20 years, and then decided, you know what, crack.
He starts smoking crack, and he said so he would go in the back lounge, and he'd be back there for like 2 hours, and then all of a sudden, you knew when he ran out of crack, because then he would turn his cell phone light on, and he would literally, for the 8-hour bus ride, go up and down the thing, because he had dropped a rock somewhere, he thought, in his mind, and he would sit there and try to find rocks in the carpet, and he would start smoking, like if there was like salt, he would smoke it.
Yes.
Nope, not crack. Anything that was white, he would put in his pipe and smoke it. They're like, we don't know, he didn't die. Thank God there wasn't some like Ajax on the floor.
Yeah, thank God there wasn't some real fucked up shit on the floor that could have killed him.
And how does every man out of nowhere just become a drug addict? How does that happen?
There are just some people that it's this. I think it's the same reason why there are people like you and me are like, well, why do we get stoned in our free time? Well, it's because we are trying to escape something in a way. You know what I mean?
No, yeah,
But
I'm not addicted to the drug. I'm addicted to feeling good.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying though. Is that
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
a reason why we have these vices, but there are some people that just have way bigger demons to run away from than you or me. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. I mean, I've had a weird childhood, but a decent one. You know what I mean? It's only it was fucked up, but not enough to where I need to medicate like I was.
Yes, yeah. You had a decent childhood, but you weren't like horribly traumatized, from what I could tell. It's like, yeah, you grew up in a not exactly the most. You weren't exactly growing in a Tim Allen family sitcom.
No, it was
But
just like just an open hippie, just like who gives a shit? Let people do whatever they want, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Don't judge
right.
anyone. Just do your thing, and if people don't like it, fuck them. But I wasn't told that. I wasn't told that being a 13-year-old kid smoking weed in the tool shed was bad. You know what I mean? There was no I was never grounded for getting drunk or high or having a good time. My mom was like, "Way to go, buddy! Have a good time all the time." That was my mom. She goes, "Have a good time all the time." Well, she's not having a good time now. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Your mom sounds like somebody who had a good time for a long time.
But yeah, and I'm going to tell you how every man becomes a drug addict. I know the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've experienced it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I told you I went on my little 6-month little journey with the stuff where you chasing ponies or whatever.
Yes.
That was started because I met a chick that was into it.
Yes. They like a lot of downward spirals with drugs goes like, well, I met this chick.
And I was drunk one night and she was doing it, and I was like, I'll never do that. No way. That's crazy. Like, that's Sid and Nancy shit. No way. But then, simple Johnny drinks one too many cocktails one night and goes, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care if I live or die tonight. I'm fucked up. Spike me up. And I threw up 5 straight hours.
Well, yeah, I can't imagine that she had pure heroin.
No, and she goes, well, busted your cherry tonight. Now she goes, are you ready for ecstasy? No, I'm going to hold off on that ecstasy thing. I just want to feel like shit today.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just going to ride this out.
I'm having the worst hangover of my life. Just contemplating somebody actually put a foreign substance in my veins last night. My life is really out of control right now. But
yeah,
no, please,
yeah.
Please don't do anything to me that's really going to make me feel good right now. Don't do that. We don't want that. She goes, the only way to get over it is to do it again. And oh boy, did I. Ooh. Wow.
Yeah, but another thing that
So
I heard about.
nobody can explain it the way I do, right?
Mhm.
Do you know that moment you bust a nut? That endorphin rush you get, you just that thing.
Sure. Yeah.
So imagine that lasting an hour and a half.
I heard Ron Bennington of Ron and Fez.
Yes.
He mentioned when he first did heroin, he said that if there was any feeling that he could have back again, it was that first hit of heroin. And he said the only reason why is because when you do heroin for the first time, he described it. He's like, you do your first hit of heroin, and it's like you're soaking in Jesus's cum.
Yes, it is. And then that feeling never comes back again, ever.
Yep.
It's a one-time thing. So once after that, no downhill after that. It's kind of like banging a hot chick.
That's why it's called heroin.
And 6 months every day. A lot of baths, a lot of infections. It's just a nightmare.
I say, do you know why heroin was called heroin?
No.
Because it was a drug that was meant to help veterans who were addicted to morphine. It was called heroin because it was supposed to save them.
And it was a lot of like literally 8 straight hours. Do you love me? Do you love me? How much do you love me? How much do you love me? How much do you love me? Oh, how much we're in love, aren't we? We're in love. Huh? Love. Ugh. You pass out, wake up, you're all sweaty and smelly, take a bath. Starts all over again. Maybe stomach a half of a Whopper once a day. You're no longer drinking Coca-Cola, you're drinking vodka for lunch, my friend. Okay, never mind. I gotta stop that. I'm sorry. I'm getting high.
I imagine you going into like a 1,000-yard stare. Like you kind of went on like a Hunter S. Thompson tangent there for a second.
Ooh, sorry, man. I guess the flashbacks are real, aren't they? Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started romancing again. I was like, I wonder where Linda is now. I can see her face once again.
Yeah. You seriously pulled some like some Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas shit where you just went on a random tangent. It was like, oh fuck, did I say that out loud? Can they hear me?
I'm supposed to be shutting up right now. It's always a chick. The reason I'm in prison. I went to prison. It was because of a chick. Always because of a chick.
Yes.
I think we should start again. I think we should reinvigorate from the 1990s the group No Ma'am. It's time to speak up against these ladies once and for all. Like the incel that I am. Married with Children. They had Al Bundy and all the guys in the neighborhood got together and had a group they called No Ma'am.
Okay, yeah. I haven't seen that show in a fucking hot minute, but
I just saw a clip the other day on YouTube. These guys are pretty cool, right?
Yes, Social Hub, everyone's favorite social media site.
Is that a thing?
No, I'm not sure. It might as well be. I don't know. It should be.
Yes, last night I go, never mind. Where are we at here? I'm sorry, bro.
You tell me, man. I was following. I told you, lead the way, Alice. We're going down this rabbit hole together.
Okay. Well, the bit I started an hour and 20 minutes ago, I should probably get into now.
This was the build-up?
Yes, this is the build-up to the big bit because the aliens are coming.
Oh, yes.
And there's only 2 guys that can save you. No, not the guys from the Social Hub. Not those guys. No. See, a lot of you right now are sitting there drinking your pina coladas and your beverages and sitting there petting your dog, thinking life's all great, but there's aliens are coming, and there's only 2 guys. The Reapers are coming, Marco. Not the
I'm very
Anionics.
well.
The Reapers.
It's even worse.
The Reaper's even worse than the Anunnaki.
Trust me, I'm all too aware. We fought against the Reapers for quite a few streams now. It's been a few months. I'm actually kind of surprised that you've stuck it this long, to be honest.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Because we're preparing for the real life alien attack.
Yes, we need to prepare for the horrors that lie ahead of us in the distant future.
And you know, I'm going to give you a sample, you know, because I'm going to show you how dedicated we are to saving Earth.
No. We gotta go.
Yeah, she said that there
We're
are
gonna do
hundreds
it.
of those things. We gotta get the fuck out of here. I am not sticking around.
Oh my god.
Yep, those are your 2 saviors right there, running away from combat.
Oh my God, there's too many
Okay.
people here. Let's get the hell
I'm
out of
gonna
here.
have nightmares now. Thank you.
Yep.
I think that Shrill turned me into a homosexual.
How fucking drunk was I last night, for fuck's sake? My God. What the hell is that? Was I having a fucking stroke last night? What the fuck is going on with my... I haven't previewed that yet. I just wanted to come in fresh.
You did kind of mushmouth it there at the end, but that's fine. I made out what you said.
I know, what the fuck, dude? I went to bed last night thinking, yep, I did a great job. Now I'm like, I'm bad boy. And you're like, yeah, I'm slowly turning into that guy from King of the Hill. What's his name?
Boomhauer?
Boomhauer. I am literally Boomhauer in that clip.
Now, I'll tell you
The
what,
problem
man,
is-
you gotta go shoot them Reaper, and you shoot him in the face, and you gotta tell you what, man, go shooey.
Yep. After watching King of the Hill like for a year, I could literally understand everything he was saying. And I think that's where we're at now. Oh my God, how fucked up was I last night? Jesus. All
See?
right, those fucking things just fucking look crazy. Fucking oh, one more time. I got it. I'm sorry. I got to listen to that one more time.
Yeah, you sounded fine up until like the very last tangent.
No. We gotta go.
What the hell?
Yeah, she said that there
We're
are
gonna do
hundreds
it.
of those things. We gotta get the fuck out of here. I
I think
am
this
not
is the
sticking
tail
around.
end of the mission, so I think we were just
Oh
tired.
my god. Ew. Okay. I'm gonna have nightmares now. Thank you.
Yep.
I think that Shrill turned me into a homosexual.
What the hell was that? What? It turned me into a homosexual. What the?
You said, I think you said, I think that shriek turned me into a homosexual. I think is what you said.
Oh my God! What the fuck, bro?
Am I really going to have to put in subtitles for you speaking perfect English?
Holy shit! Oh my God! All right, let's see if maybe we'll get one from an earlier time and maybe I'm a little more crisp. Holy shit!
I have lots more of these clips on my Twitch channel, but I have something planned. Don't you worry.
I bet you do.
Hey, please tell me you got a small dick. Let me see your dick.
What the hell?
This is an order. Show me your dick.
Can I get one thing that I'm better at of a man than you? And then he pulls it out, it's like a python, and you're like, damn it.
What do you mean? We outrank him. We're commander.
I command you to pull your pants down.
I command you to drop trowel. All right. So
It better stay soft, soldier.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ!
You remember
Oh.
when I told you that you need to be careful what you say?
Wow. Listen to Johnny come out of the closet last night. My God.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you did say that shriek turned you into a homosexual.
Wow. All right.
You guys really are missing out if you don't follow me on Twitch at MarcoV193
Ooh.
Mondays 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for more Mass Effect with me and Johnny. And like I mentioned before, once we're done, I'll have something for YouTube at the very least.
I'm putting the pieces together now. And did you hear me just throw the rest of the Crown Royal into the garbage can right there?
I heard you do something. I couldn't make out what it was though.
Oh my God! What? Let's go. And I'm like, what the fuck was wrong with Marco? You know what the fuck was wrong with Marco last night? Me. No more drunken podcasts for me. That I thought getting ripped last night and doing that would be fun, but no, it's embarrassing.
How many times have you done that? How many times have you done that throughout the entirety of your podcasting career? I swear, I'm not counting that, the beginning of your career when you were still drinking consistently. I'm not talking about that. I mean, how many times have you quit just because you listened and went, wow, that was rough. I'm never doing that again. And then 3 months later, you drink, do a podcast and go, man, why don't I do this more often? And then you listen back to it and you go, wow, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah, sometimes I'm just like, just don't listen to it, dude. Just let it go. Move on.
Just pretend it didn't happen and let the people enjoy it.
Here's what happens too. Every night I go, oh my God, tonight. Fuck yes. I finally did a good one. 20 people watched it. The one where I'm drunk and just being a fucking asshole, 350.
Yeah.
And you're like, then part of your brain goes, well, maybe I should just be a drunk asshole every night and get the ratings.
Well, yeah, but then you're just doing it for ratings. You're not even doing it for money.
No. So yeah, I that's it. That was bad. I was just gonna have a sip. And a little bit of the Guns N' Roses effect again last night with me.
Yes.
When things start late, my chemical intake is off whack.
We've established this before that time means nothing to you.
No.
Yeah, I messaged you and said like, all right, I'll give me like 10 minutes, and then I said, all right, I'm ready to go, and then you were like, okay, I'll be there, I'll be ready in like 10 minutes, and then fucking a half hour passes. I'm just like, this is 10 minutes.
It's literally because of Ron and Fez. I was late last night, which is weird. I mean, everything happens twice for me.
Why did Ron and Fez make you late for the stream last night?
Okay, so the guy that remember in Ron and Fez, they had this fucking weirdo guy that was a tattoo artist that tattooed the worst picture of the Osbournes ever. The guy's back live on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
I think Eastside Dave still has the tattoo, and if I had my computer set up tonight, I would have done it. But I just didn't want to. I don't want to jinx it.
No! It wasn't It was the Sopranos.
Yes, the Sopranos.
That awful fucking Sopranos tattoo.
So he was on Kill Tony last night before the show, because then you're like, I'm gonna be a little bit late, and I'm like, oh cool, I'll just throw on the new Kill Tony until he's ready. And then that guy pops on, and I forgot, oh my God, we're supposed to be on 20 minutes ago. Fuck. But he went in and tried to do stand-up last night, the guy who did the tattoo.
Really?
And he kept saying Ron and Fez, and Tony's just like, I don't know who fucking Ron and Fez are. I don't care what you did 10 years ago on the radio.
Yeah, there goes all the credibility you had. It's like, yeah, I was on the Ron and Fez show all the time. Who? Well, shit.
Yeah, the only reason I know about Ron and Fez is I had DirecTV back in the day,
Uh-huh.
and they had the virus was an
Right.
option on there, and they played Opie and Anthony, and then them guys, and they would loop it, and I would sit and listen to the loop all day. And Ron and Fez was the best. Fez is the funniest.
Yeah, Fez, Fez had his moments for sure. Like, near the tail end of Ron and Fez, you could definitely tell that he was petering out and he was getting real fucking sick of it.
He was great.
But those times where he did spring into action, he did fucking kill it.
That one time he walked into Opie and Anthony wearing a bikini underwear and
Yes.
a mustache from the Third Reich. He was the weirdest. You know what? He might be the closest to Johnny Cush out there. Just a fucking weirdo.
So you're telling me that the man from Florida who pretended that he wasn't a homosexual but played a homosexual character on the radio for decades, only to later come out as an actual homosexual later, is the closest equivalent to you?
Yes, I guess. Apparently last night I went on some kind of telling guys to pull out their penises. I mean, where does that come from?
I don't know, man. I was just letting you do your thing. I wasn't going to question it. I was just rolling with the punches.
I'm like, that's not even me. So I was. This is fucking. The speech was so bad. I mean,
Yeah.
It's like literally I'm listening to it on YouTube at half speed. Me talking.
Maybe I should do that for certain segments where you're slurring really bad. I'll make it like a tenth of a second slower than it normally is, just to make it sound real bad.
I was slurring so much. My God. I thought I killed it. I didn't. I'm sorry. I was like,
Nah,
through the whole
fine.
podcast, I'm really annoying this fucker tonight, and I just can't stop no matter how hard I try. And you're finally just like, dude, enough. Oh God, it's great. I'm sorry once again. Drunken, simple junk and Drawny.
Yeah, it's fine. I wasn't like legitimately like upset or anything. I was just frustrated because I was trying to do like 3 things at once, and I was also getting shot at from all different directions, trying to talk to you and read the chat and make sure everything's running. And then the internet crashed on me. Like, God fucking damn it, like.
Then you're like, you know what? The internet crashed because of you. I'm like, no. Johnny sounds like he's charming aliens. Channeling aliens. Not charming, channeling. My eyesight's going bad now.
She's channeling aliens. He was trying to communicate with those banshees. It didn't work.
So I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Oh,
It's fine. It's fine. People love it when people yell at each other and get into arguments. It's fine. It's good. It's good for the content.
But it's 100% my fault. that's the funny. I'm willing to admit it. Yeah, I really am. I drank way too much last night. Never again. Until probably next time we do it. But anyways,
maybe not for a game like Mass Effect. If we played maybe like if we played Sonic the Hedgehog again, where it's something kind of more relaxed and I don't have to think as much. You know what I mean?
I would literally download that, separate the tracks, speed my track up, and put it back in, so it sounded like I'm coherent. Oh no! Look at I've got nightmares. I'm a turn homosexual. Where's my tongue out of my mouth when I'm talking? I'm the homosexual. Crazy.
It sounded like that, or you had like a pool of spit in your mouth or something.
God damn. A little strokey. Knock on wood. Jesus Christ. Well,
You got so hungry you were eating your mic.
Well, folks, you got 1 week before it goes bye-bye to check out the whole Drunken Johnny and Pissed Off Marco episode of Mass Effect 3.
Yes. If you ever wonder why we're a stoner show and not a drinking show, then go on Marco V193 on Twitch, and you'll see 2.5 hours worth of why we don't drink on this show.
I had no idea it affected my voice that bad. My God. All right, enough about me. That's why I stopped listening to the show. I used to do the show, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I would go, get something to drink, come back, hit the couch again, and watch the show. For some reason, I could do that. I can't do that anymore. I don't know what the problem is.
Well, it might be just because you've been... Well, how many fucking episodes of the Marijuana Happy Hour are there? Like over 6,000?
Yeah, like 6,000 or something. So, yeah.
You're going to listen to every single fucking one?
But then I'm like, well, I probably shouldn't. Like, if you listen to your own podcast, you're a psycho. And I'm like, well, apparently, I guess I'm growing then. I used to be a psycho.
Well, I mean, it's one thing, like, if you... I listen back to our show sometimes, but that's only because, I'm testing new equipment, or, like this, I got a new phone, so I'm testing what the phone microphone sounds like, or I got new headphones, and I'm like, oh, well, I fucked up the settings on that one. You know what I mean? It's like, I do it more so for, like, a test run, more so than I am, like, listening to myself.
It's tough. It's a tough, especially listening to myself fucked up like that. That's tough. That's tough to listen to.
Well, it makes me wonder what you'll think about the super project that I have in mind once we're finished.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I have to go check in where Ozzy went.
Well, Johnny, I've obviously sent you the clips so that we could play it on here, and I have some of the clips on my YouTube at Marco V193. I posted on there as well, but I haven't posted everything on there, and I haven't sent you everything. I have clips of other stuff that we've done too. So,
oh no.
The idea that I have is that once we beat Mass Effect 3, I'm going to compile all of the clips and just make them into like one big compilation video of like the highlights of us playing Mass Effect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool to do like a playthrough where we could start and stop it and comment on each of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that was kind of the idea that I had, was we could either Mystery Science Theater 3000 it, or we could, or I could just do some editing on my end where we could just do some like pre-recorded audio for like an intro and a closer, or both. This is way further down the road. We still have plenty of game to go through before I could even think about doing that. So,
yeah, it'd be kind of cool to like just release it first like that, and then do like a DVD commentary later on.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. We do. Just release the full version, and then for an episode, maybe we do a commentary version. I think it's a good idea.
We can go through and pick it apart and start and stop and laugh and make me want to go to church on Sunday.
Yeah, we go through the entire thing, and you just sit there and go, so that was all we got out of literal months of effort. Less than a half hour and 100 views. That's it. Yep.
Yeah, but the YouTube's done or 20,000 already, aren't you?
I don't know about 20,000, but I mean, yeah, there's some clips that have gotten over 1,000 views, which I'm so fucking surprised. It really is that thing where like every now and then I check it, and then I see every so often one of the clips has like 100, 500, 1,000 likes. And I'm just like, who the fuck are you people?
Yeah, I know. I mean, you ask all these other podcasters too. I'm like, well, how did you reach out and find your audience? Where do you find them at? They'll never tell you. Never.
No, because they don't want you to take their audience. It's that story of, it's that same analogy of you Yeah. Well, it's a bastardization of an analogy, but it's one that I like to use. Is give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish and he'll steal your spot.
It's weird. It looks like Paz Reality mentioned that he got stitches in his leg. See, me and Paz,
Yeah.
man, we are literally rolling through the same reality. I got stitches in my head. He got stitches in his leg.
Yes, but he got stitches in his leg from doing manual labor. You got stitches in your head because a woman threw a shot glass at it.
Yeah, touche. Pause. You got nothing better to do than yard work? It's your life. Nothing better.
At least he's a ginger Viking. He has superhuman strength. What, you want him to fucking punch numbers at a bank or some shit?
No, I want him to maybe go out jet skiing or something. Instead of digging up pipes.
Yeah, let's
maybe
go jet ski with the alligators in Florida. That sounds like a great idea.
I don't know. Maybe rent a Lime scooter and enjoy the afternoon. You big Viking could you see him driving a Lime scooter through the streets of the Florida retirement community?
I was gonna say, this dude who looks like a biker but isn't a biker, and he's just rolling around on a fucking Lime scooter like it's a rom-com or some shit, like he's on college campus. That's hilarious.
Oh my god! I tell you, we got it. We got the first episode. Paz would be the leading character of the show. He would be the leading. He would be the lead
of the Paz reality show.
Yeah, it'd be based in Florida, where he's at. Every week, his ex-wife would try to kill him in one way, kind of like the Pink Panther did with that Chinese guy in the movie. You know what I mean? Like every week he gets out of his car and like an arrow would go by his ear and he'd look out and he goes, "Almost got you, bitch," and she'd drive away.
Well, I was thinking it would be kind of like a reverse Truman Show sort of thing, where like he's totally aware that he is in a TV show and everything he does is a TV show. But every time he goes and asks anybody about it, he's like, "Don't you see this camera guy over here?" And there's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?
What are you, crazy?
Are you crazy?" He's like, "Look, I'm poking him. I'm touching him right now. I'm shaking the camera." Like.
He's like, "All right, I'm going to the VA. I'm going to tell him." Like, no, we never heard of that. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's in the script. Look, I have the script.
Nothing ever comes good about doing yard work. That's why there's Mexicans here. No, I didn't say that out loud.
Yes, you did.
Sorry. They like it. I mean, I know for a fact that Lorenzo himself told me that he goes to neighbors to mow their lawns because he gets off on the smell of a fresh cut lawn. And that's no joke. That's in their DNA. They like it.
Well, yeah, but the smell of a fresh cut lawn just smells real good. I don't know about you, but I like the smell.
I do too, but like he says, he loves it. He's addicted to it. Because I'm Latino. See, Latinos embrace their stereotypes. That's why I love the Latino people.
Absolutely.
They're like, "What's your stereotype?" We're like, I don't know. We work hard and keep to ourselves. Yeah, we'll stick with that.
Yeah, we work hard ourselves, and we all listen to the same music, but we swear it isn't the same music.
VA asked, "What do I do for life?" I told them I sit and stare at my TV in a comatose state because I can't go out in public. Huh. You can't go out in public. What does that mean? What does that mean? Like the public makes you crazy?
I imagine the dude's just going through shit and just having to deal with the hustle and bustle of everyday life. It just makes things worse. Yeah, I mean, growing up, being out here in the woods, it's not like earth-shattering for me to go back into a big town, but it is that thing where like I go back into a town that's like pretty decently populated. I go in and I'm just like, oh fuck, traffic. I forgot about that.
I forgot there's more humans around.
Yeah, I forgot that there's people. Oh god. But you know, it's
Oh my-
like I'm not like a fucking shaking mess about it. I'm just like, oh man, I gotta remember how to be part of a society again.
Yeah, I go through phases where I go to Fremont Street and hang out with the the crazies.
Sure.
And then I'll go months where I'm like, I don't want to fucking leave my house today. I'm just going to order DoorDash. I ain't leaving. But
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with sitting home and watching television all day. There's nothing wrong with that. Why is everybody condemn that as a bad activity? There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I mean, if you're doing literally nothing, then yeah, it's a problem. But if you're like paused and you have VA benefits and you have a income of some kind, then yeah, who gives a fuck what you're doing with your free time? It's your free time.
Like, do you find yourself that you isolate yourself because you're dangerous to other people, or just that you think people are going to be dangerous to you? That's the question, I guess, right?
Or both.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this man suffered multiple traumas.
Multiple traumas.
Okay, I have entities that hypnotize people at a distance, at a course to them to do things around me that they are unaware of. I have entities that hypnotize people at a distance. Well, pause. You've cracked open my secret on how I get laid every time. How do I have 100% batting average?
Because I know those guys and I pay them well.
So he can. Well, why don't you use your powers for your new TV sitcom that I'm writing for you?
Yeah, it'll be like Blazing Saddles, but it'll be modern and with constant fourth wall breaks, and you're gonna be the one breaking it.
Imagine like he goes to Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
And there's like 30 people in front of him. And he's got to get to work. But he can like mind control the barista to make his drink and just go, pause, pausey, hey, pausey. She goes and he just walks up like a king, grabs the drink as everybody's suspended because they're not involved with it. It's just him and her. The whole world stops for him to get
No,
things he wants.
Johnny, he doesn't have mind control. He's saying the entities do.
Well, why don't we invite the entities for a roundtable discussion?
Yes, let's have a roundtable discussion with the entities that are known for hypnotizing people. That sounds like a great idea that will definitely end in our favor.
I can hypnotize a woman in 8 minutes.
Yeah, how about a shadow demon?
Shadow demon. Well, why is it? Are you sure? Every evil man can be turned into a softie somehow. You know what I mean?
Not when it comes to like supernatural entities. I'm pretty sure it's cut and dry if you've been suffering for hundreds of years, right?
So they either sit back and look at me as if their sole purpose is to monitor me or try to kill me. So I tried to avoid this. Well, the thing I tried to the thing I would bring up is that you've inflicted this for a while, and if somebody was going to try to kill you, you'd be dead by now. I'm just going to put that out there.
Do we forget that he has an ex-wife who has tried to kill him?
Well, me too.
Okay, that's fair.
So are you saying like you could go somewhere and the entity could whisper into somebody's ear that you're a prick and you need to be destroyed? So somebody mentally weak could fall victim to that and become violent and then try to kill you.
I think that's what he's saying. Yes.
Okay, I get it. It takes me a while. It does. It's slow Johnny. It takes a while.
Slow, simple Johnny.
I can do that, but I'd shut the computer down if I'm near them. I mean, I am just fascinated. I really am. On people that live a life that is nowhere near what my life is. I'm fascinated.
It is fascinating. It is. It's definitely definitely a different outlook on life. I don't know if it's one that I would want, but it's definitely different.
Yeah, I mean, it's like almost superhero-ish, but not. It's almost super curse. It's like a super curse.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a superhero, except without the superpowers.
And then you take away the guy's gummies that were, making the voices probably a little nicer, at least. Building a little more confidence back up. I mean, they're probably terrorists. They probably give them low self-esteem. I'm thinking, right?
Well, yeah, it's again, it goes back to that thing of like, if you got abducted by aliens and you told people and nobody believes you, well, then what fucking proof do you have?
Exactly. You can't tell people. I wish there was something they could plug into you, or just plug into normal. You just plug into your brain and go, okay, well, this fucker's a kid messing around her. Let's just exterminate him. You know what I mean? Oh, this guy.
Why would they need to plug into your brain when they can just get everything they need off of your computer or your phone?
Yeah, well, there's another bad thing about that too, by the way.
What's that?
There are certain individuals that can put certain things onto your computer without you knowing it, remotely.
Yes.
And report you, and you're done.
Yeah.
Don't download anything onto your computer ever.
No.
With streaming, there's no reason to download a goddamn thing.
No, it's especially if you're one who goes sailing, then yes, you need to be extra careful with what you download and where you download it from.
Yeah, you gotta. I don't know, man. You gotta be. It's just a nightmare out there. Poor Paws. I wish there was something I could do for him. I know a good joint and a good dick suck would do him good. You know what I mean?
I might be able to help you with a joint.
I'm sure there's a massage parlor where he lives. I mean, the guy from the millionaire from Boston flew down there just to get a rub and tug before the Super Bowl. And there's got to be a good. I mean, he's close to Tampa, I think, and but I think I understand not getting a female involved if you're going through that mentally right now, because not a good idea, probably, right?
Yeah, probably not the best idea. But we're just saying this totally as like armchair psychologists. We're not. We're two stoned idiots. We don't know anything about Paz's actual life other than what he's told us, and compared to the actual extent of his life, isn't a lot. So, a lot of things that we say are completely based on conjecture.
Yeah, it's weird. Random people walking on the sidewalk will turn around, stand, make eye contact as I'm. Well, it's not. I don't. You know what? I just think because you're so fucking handsome and you radiate masculinity. I think just those people looking at you want to fuck you. They don't want to hurt you. I think they want to bang you. I know he's one of those guys that's like just a rugged man's man that women have been looking for the last 10 years, and they're drooling over him because he's so sexy.
Yeah, what is it that the kids are saying nowadays? You've got aura.
Yeah, what he is, he's a clinically, I'm going to label him cool guy. That's
Well,
it. That's my diagnosis. My diagnosis is pause right now. Cool guy.
I've gone through my notes, and I diagnose you as being a cool guy. Here's your prescription for medicinal marijuana. Have a good day.
I'm sorry, buddy. I don't. If we don't make light of your situation, you live with your situation the rest of the day. Make light of it and have some fun with it. He was on the edge of his seat too. He's like, finally, I'm gonna get the diagnosis I've been waiting for my entire life. And this asshole just goes, "You're a cool guy."
If you think Johnny has the answers you're looking for, then you probably need to pull a 180 and go the other direction. Because whatever the fuck you bump into next probably has better life advice.
Yes, I am Dr. No Phil.
Dr. No Phil. Yeah. Well, I will say that though you are full of stories of things on what not to do.
I myself can put words in people's heads and have them say it, and not understand why. I picked this skill up from working the watchers to their thing. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can do that too. It's a pretty simple 7-step process. I mean, me and Paz are kind of on the same page, I think.
In some ways, yeah.
I mean, I was taught this technique by a pickup artist years ago, and it works every time. It works every time.
To put your own thought into somebody's head.
Mm-hmm.
And how does that work?
It works every time.
I'm asking.
No, you got to just keep dropping little hints on how special these people are, because nobody tells them that ever in their real lives. You got to be amazed over the stupidest things. You got to keep. You can't say them like beautiful outright, but you got to say, easy on the eyes, and not be a creep. You got to use different trigger words to build their confidence. You're building their confidence, because now they're confident enough to start unleashing all of their inner demons onto you. And then once them demons are unleashed, things go down. Things get wet. Let's leave it at that.
Things go down. And by things, I mean her.
He's only been with 2 people by the age of 40. Well, Buzz, when I'm done with you, you're going to be trying them. You're going to be trying them on like hats. No, he's a Sigma male. That's what he is. That's exactly what he is.
Is that what that is?
He's a loner, but he's a star. He is. He's a star. He's an intriguing figure. He's something that people don't see all the time. He's a character in the stage of life, always to be looked at.
Which is why we have you as third mic. But
never to be listened to. All right. Quit trying to be smart, stoner dummy.
you sounded like you had something really profound there for a second, and then he's like, "Nope, you lost it."
Yeah, it's too. I fucking fully Bidened. I think that's what we're doing when we play him out from here on out. We're putting up the Biden thing. I'm going to put my sunglasses on.
You know when Biden dies, that somebody's going to make a compilation video of all the stupid shit that he's done. And I'm going to watch that on a perpetual loop for like the next 2 weeks.
I loved when he got into a fight with the guy at the fucking auto plant. That was still the best. He goes, "We'll take it outside and talk if you want, motherfucker."
That one was good. But there was one that when he was running for president, there was a thing that he did that me and my buddies ran with for so fucking long, and was I don't remember, like, it was like where he was in like a library or something like that, doing the presidential run, talking to people. And there was this dude who went up to Mike to talk to him, and he wasn't like a fat dude, but he wasn't exactly in shape either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, he was asking Biden about, like, he's like, well, what are you going to do about this? And what about this and this and this and this? And then Biden interrupted him and he's like, whoa, slow down, man. You don't have to be so nervous. And I'm just, and so there's that. I'm like, what? But so then there's like a brief pause and then he follows it up with, look, fat, here's the situation. And
Look,
like he called him fat. Like he didn't call him, but he called him fat like it was a nickname. Like he didn't call him fat like he was calling him fat. He called it he was like, look, fat. Let me tell you something real quick. Just like the way that he phrased it was just so funny to me that me and my buddies would do that. We did that for like a year straight. We were like, hey, look, fat. I got something to tell you real quick. It's just, I don't know why that tickles me so much, but I love it.
Oh my god. Hey, fat.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
fat.
again, but he wasn't being mean about it. He just said it like it was a nickname. It's just so bizarre.
He was the best. The fucking gang member, he had got a chain and was going to attack a guy with a chain.
Yeah.
He used to rub his legs in the pool. I love the purr on my legs. The kids would rub my legs.
Oh,
What
yeah,
a weird motherfucker. What a weird. How the fuck did he become our president?
Probably through some shady backdoor dealings, like how everybody becomes president.
Fucking nuts. And fucking put a guy in that doesn't even know where he's at. Like making me president. Simple Johnny.
Well, yeah, that's the only reason why someone like Biden or someone like you would be president is because they would be somebody who would be either so dumb or so mentally incompetent that you could just do whatever the fuck you wanted and he's not going to remember it.
His son's not smoking crack. He had no idea.
Yeah.
Everybody talks shit about Hunter Biden. I'm like, I can't say nothing. I've been there.
I bet you he had something in his notes where he's just like, all right, a week from now I got to talk to my son about his crack problem. And then he goes to meet up with Hunter. He's like, son, I've been meaning to talk with you about this Kraken problem.
Kraken? We're talking about you're hitting the bong with the Kraken.
You've been hanging out with that Kraken boy too much. He's bad influence on you.
I know my Hunter. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. That's why I pardoned him, because he's such a good boy.
Do you know why what he got in trouble for?
A lot of things.
The main thing he was going to prison for is some bullshit gun charge. Where he had he was supposed to have a gun, and he came home, there was a gun in the house, so he had his fucking dead brother's wife throw it away in a dumpster because he couldn't have it in the house.
I mean, yeah, that's highly illegal, but compared to the other shit that people have accused him of, like, yeah, that ain't shit.
Yeah, I know, but it's like you can't throw a guy in jail for shit he's done, but the charges were something else. You know what I mean? It's like he wasn't on trial for smoking crack and banging hookers.
Mm-hmm.
He was on trial for proper discharge, proper what do you call it? Disposable of a firearm.
Yeah, improper disposal of a firearm. Yeah.
And all right, whatever. Either way, I wake up tomorrow. It doesn't bother me either way. You know what I mean? Or it's flat, round. Biden's good, bad, doesn't matter.
No, because in another 4 years, it'll be some other dickhead who's president, and their kid's gonna do something stupid, and then the next 4 years, it's gonna be some other dickhead. It's always been like that, and I really don't get people who think like, oh, it's gonna be different now. No, not really. It's so far, it's always been the same shit. ever since as long as I can remember. It's been this never-ending pendulum of going back and forth of Democrat and Republican, and both sides are just fucking shit.
Just shit. And they're just there to steal your money.
Yes.
They're performers. It's wrestling now. It's AEW versus WWE. Pick your side and go online and debate everybody who's better, the Cowboy or John Cena. Whatever. It's the same shit.
Yeah, I was literally talking to one of my Aussie buddies about American politics, which, by the way, I'm the best person to talk to about American politics. Let me tell you. But he made a really good point about it. He's like, well, from the most that I could gather about American politics is basically both sides going like, yeah, we're pieces of shit, but those guys, yeah, they're worse.
Yeah, we've lied to you for 200 years, but they lie to you more.
Yeah, but they've lied to you about more stuff.
If you don't, you should give us some money, because if you don't give us money, these guys are going to do that.
Yeah, if you don't give us the money if you don't give us the money to do the stuff that you want us to do, which we won't do, the money will then go to these guys, which will also spend it on doing shit that you don't want us to do.
And everybody's like, you go vote. Change No, stop giving them money. Once the money stops coming in, then changes will be made. Until then, status quo. They're making money. They just spent, $5 billion on the election? That's cash coming in. That's people. Thousands of people receive $5 billion somehow during that election.
Yes. Yeah, and anybody who is running for president and is on the presidential, on the candidacy to run for president, they do have a pool that they tap into using taxpayer money to spend to run for president. That still doesn't stop them from taking your fucking donations.
Nothing stops them. If you don't give us your money now, they're going to stop abortion. Okay. Well, abortion's been stopped. Now what do we do? I just gave you all that money. Now what?
Well, if you give us more money, we'll be even more mad about it.
It's like that Sopranos scene where the guy comes up to the priest and he goes, "I'm going to heaven, right?" And the priest goes, "Fuck no." you steal and murder people. And he looks at me and he goes, "Cocksucker, all that money I gave you, I'm going to hell." He goes, "Fuck yeah, you're going to hell. Hope you like it warm."
Yeah, dude, what the hell did you expect?
Just because you could throw some money out at the end, you think you're going to get eternal peace? You devil. It's like the end of Sons of Anarchy. He goes, at the end, he goes, you guys watch this show and you cheered me on because I'm a bad guy. I do drugs. I sell drugs. I cheat on my wife. I murder people. I steal from people. And you cheer me on? What the hell's wrong with you? I'm like, oh my God. Okay, Macbeth. So wow. Shakespeare wrote everything, thousands of years ago, and we just keep rehashing it over and over again.
Yes, always. Because it works. It's worked for hundreds of years. Why won't it work now?
Yeah, we'll just spice it up and put some motorcycle jackets on the guys.
just make it about a motorcycle gang. Then people will get it.
All right, I had no idea. We're 24 minutes past curfew here. I apologize.
God damn, I thought we were like an hour and a half in.
I did too. I'm like, man, what are we going to do to fill the rest of this hour? And I'm like, oh my God, we've already filled it.
This always happens. We always panic about like, oh man, we don't have enough shit to fill in the time. Like, no, it turns out we can babble as much as we like.
Yeah, and I got a full board full of pre-show material we didn't use once again this week. But good. I'm glad we're not fighting to a point where we have to start using clips like Opie and Anthony used to.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we don't have to resort to being a reaction channel like everybody else at the very least.
Now, before we leave tonight, I do want to address a programming note about a show cancellation.
Mm.
And it might because I saw something Sunday that I thought was a joke. Or Saturday, I'm sorry. I was going to do the podcast. I had it all set up, ready to go. Somebody sent me a clip over for the Vikes cast for the Minnesota Vikings podcast Saturday.
Uh-huh.
And a guy sends me this clip. And I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. Daniel Tosh. He's hilarious.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that's a great Tosh bit. And he's like, no, dude, that's from the game today. That wasn't Daniel Tosh. This is real. It shocked me to a point where I think I don't think I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan anymore.
What happened? What are you even talking about?
I'm going to play you the clip. I'm going to play you the clip. And I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe I need some therapy to maybe open my mind to things like this. But this is driving me crazy. I thought that was Daniel Tosh. It's not. It's really happened Saturday afternoon.
I would say that his dad's real proud, but I doubt that he knows his dad.
Imagine that kid. Okay, that's enough of that. Imagine going home and telling your dad that you made the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, guess what, Dad? I made it on the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, really? What position are you in? That's not important.
Okay, so on live TV, right?
Yes.
The coach of the Minnesota Vikings happens to see this going on, and he literally can't control himself.
Flag, play action, right. It's a fast motion.
All right, I just thought that.
Really, the only thing I'll give that dude credit for is that at least he knows the routine.
Oh my God! That is just so shocking to me. Is it because I'm old?
Well, here's the thing, though.
I've never seen it before.
I'm sort of in the camp of like, look, if that's what the dude wants to do, then fucking let him. Who cares? But I'm not against men being cheerleaders as long as they are like, like every time I've ever seen a cheerleading squad, and then I see like this big fat dude that's on the squad, I'm like, why the fuck is that dude there? And then all of a sudden they do this fucking routine where the bitch does a fucking cartwheel, and then the dude just like lifts her up with one hand. You know what I mean?
1,000%. I 1,000% support that male type of cheerleader.
Right. I'm just like, okay, that shit makes sense. But like having somebody just do the female cheerleader routine alongside them is like, that just seems kind of weird. But
it seems a little make-a-wishy, doesn't it? Like that was like his dream, and they're like, okay, during preseason, we'll give you this one. Like when they give the special needs kid the football and he scores a touchdown.
we'll let you do it on the preseason when nobody's watching. Turns out everybody was watching.
Oh my God! What the hell? What in the hell? Bud Grant, thank God, Bud Grant, the legendary coach of the Vikings, died this year. Didn't have to see that.
They probably would have killed him.
Oh my God! Well, I mean, it's just so odd looking.
Yeah, it really was weird.
was like the first time I saw two guys kiss in a movie.
So you know what?
Keanu Reeves and River Phoenix, My Private Idaho. That really did something weird to me.
But I've seen that clip before, and you know what? The first thing that popped into my head when I saw that, I remember when I was in school, I when you were in school, you had to learn about a president at some point, and so I did a research on the current president at the time, which was George W. Bush, and on my research, I saw that he was a cheerleader at his college.
No way.
Yes, he was, but he was just like the guy who like held the like megaphone, like he was like the literal cheer leader. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got you.
But I still couldn't help but think of it like like a teenage George Bush doing that in the 70s. You know what I mean? Like that would be fucking hilarious.
I can't even imagine fucking George Bush. Oh, go day! I got me a Mexican at home.
He's gonna make me some sweet tea. She's real proud of me.
That guy. Yeah, digging into that guy lived a life, didn't he?
Well, yeah, I mean, he was a fucking Bush. So, yeah. He was already going to have an interesting life from day one. His father was head of the CIA and then eventually became president of the United States. There's no way that dude was going to have a normal life.
That's fucking crazy, a fucking George Bush. So, yeah, I don't know about the Vikings podcast anymore after that. It was disturbing.
Oh, come on. You can't.
It's fruity. It's real fruity.
You're going to let the cheerleading squad put down your love for the team. The cheerleading squad has nothing to do with the team.
Come on, I'm trying to come up with a fake excuse why I fucking blew off the podcast Saturday. Work with me, will you?
I'm trying to cover my ass here.
I'm trying to keep the listeners out of the loop.
Stop ruining my excuse with logic.
I 1000% would never stop following a football team because they put a cheerleader out. I didn't even know. I forgot they even had cheerleaders, to be honest with you.
Yeah, cheerleading has just become a staple at like football games at this point. Where like I'm not even watching the cheerleaders anymore. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
They don't even pay them.
Really?
Yeah, they don't get paid shit. I think they get paid like $100 or something like that. But like all the practices and all that's all volunteer.
That is not enough.
The only way they make money is when they go to like a mall signing, like when they go like to the mall for a calendar or something. They get a couple $100 here and there.
That's fucked up.
It's fucking horrible how they really just multi-billion-dollar contract and they don't pay these women nothing.
No. I mean, to be fair, I do think that most of that money should probably go to the athletes and the upkeep of the stadium. I do agree with that. But not fucking $100 for your cheerleaders. Give them something.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're not participating in the sport, but that shit still takes effort.
There's a lot of training that goes into that, learning the dance moves, especially for junior there.
Yeah.
I've never been a dance guy, never will. But I've literally seen guys online saying they're going to sell their Vikings tickets because there was a male cheerleader. Is that the most disturbing thing ever?
So what you're saying is you've become a ticket scalper now.
Yeah. It's like, I haven't followed a team for 50 years. I see you guys. Not anymore. I ain't watching this woke shit. Yeah, guys going out trying to kill each other for an hour. That's real woke.
Yeah. And also it's not like they're going to be filming the fucking cheerleaders the whole fucking act that they do. You know what I mean? Like, the cheerleaders do shit the whole time, but they don't film the cheerleaders the whole time. They just filmed their, like, what would you call it? Like the opening ceremony or whatever the fuck, you know?
Yeah, they show up or before a commercial break once in a while.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I was like, what? I really don't get what the big fucking deal is. Like, is it weird? Yeah, kinda. But is it this earth shattering of a problem? Not really. Not in my opinion.
Yeah, I think we're kind of losing that tits and ass, part of our society.
Unfortunately,
back in the 70s, 80s, and even 90s, it was about tits and ass.
Of course.
Hooters, NFL cheerleaders, strippers. And now it's like, I don't want to see any of that. I don't want to see half-naked women dancing on the side of the sideline. I don't want to watch football.
Well, the thing is that we do. It's just that we get ridiculed and ostracized if we voice our opinions on such, or if we do what nature wants us to do, which is when we see tits and we go,
boobies.
Exactly. That's bad. That's bad. Apparently, we're not supposed to do that anymore.
Oh my god, I don't know anymore. It's like we're not supposed to do that. And you go on Instagram, it's all chicks in bikinis. It's really just your mind is. It's like we're finally in that you can look but can't touch era.
Pretty much, yeah.
The amount of guys getting catfished out of millions of dollars.
Oh,
on OnlyFans.
I can only imagine.
You could quit your job today and make $100,000 a year talking to dudes.
There was literally a 4chan post I saw one time where there was a dude who claimed that he made thousands of dollars just by selling used women's underwear to fucking nerds on the internet, and he would literally just wear women's underwear for like a week and then send them. No one questioned it.
It's crazy.
Yeah. People are fucking insane.
Internet etiquette. Just did that right there. Sorry.
I saw that.
That's holding a hard photo filters. Certain age people can see things the way they shouldn't. And yeah, the filters are out of control. Especially this internet dating that I've been involved with. It is bad, bro.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't trust anything, any picture that anybody sends me. I take it with a grain of salt.
What I like to do is I like to go on Plenty of Fish. And I like to go to where the chicks are live chatting.
Uh-huh.
And I love to see their photo. And then when they're live, and it's like, that's not even the same woman. What's going on here? She's 100 more pounds. In real life. This avatar. My ex-girlfriend put a picture of her up of an avatar, and I know her in real life. She's a mess. She doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Isn't this dystopian future that we live in so wonderful?
Yeah, I mean, Billy Idol. He knew it was going to happen. All right, man. We went way too long. We are officially too stoned, I believe.
I think so. I think we hit the marker.
I'm still talking straight, hopefully.
Flag, play action, right. It's a fast motion. Oh no! Fuck.
God bless that coach.
We're live on TV, and he had to make an apology. Come on, I'm so sick of it. Can't somebody just say something once in a while and get away with it? Jesus.
Not anymore.
Remember that baseball announcer a few years ago? I'm stalling because I'm trying to find the outro.
Yeah, please go on.
He's like, oh, here it is.
One of the fag capitals of the world. Reds Live, the pregame show, presented by Ray St. Clair Roofing. 3-0 ball
fucking
game
pause.
with the Reds in front of the Royals. We go to the top half of the fifth inning. Castellanos to lead things off. Jim Day's going to be taking us the rest of the way
He's done.
through this game.
He just got fired.
Yep.
As Holland takes over on the...
Oh, I better sign off with Pause here before we leave. I want to say thank you, Pause, for tonight. You really added to the night. Thank you.
Yes. Always glad to have you here, rocking the third mic as always, my man.
And just remember, people look at you all the time because you're better than everybody else. And it's you know, some people would call that a blessing, but you think it's a curse. But when I'm done with you, pal, it will be a blessing. I don't know what else to do tonight. I'm fucking old Jerry Springered out. We've decided tonight, though, Pause equals cool guy.
Yes, we've diagnosed you as being a cool guy.
The coolest.
The coolest.
Colder than snow.
Everybody pees their pants. It's the coolest.
Oh, really quick. I'm going to show you the poop burger before we leave.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Local sheriff is catching
Let me
heat
pull
on
his
social
skull
media for using food as punishment.
Uh-oh.
That right there
Come
is
on,
the
you
Warden
stoned
burger.
fuck. Work
Butler
the
County
board.
Sheriff Richard Jones serves it to inmates in isolation. Our Courtney King
yeah,
sat down with the
that's a
sheriff
turd
today
sandwich.
about why he uses it.
It's a
But
shit
Courtney, my
sandwich.
question is, would he eat the burger?
Rob, that was my first question for him. So not only did he say he would, he did, and we have it all on camera.
He
Let me
ate
show
the
you that in
burger.
just a few minutes, or a moment, actually. The sheriff tells us that he's not the only one that does this, and that detention centers all over the country do this. And it is important to note that the burger is not made to be bad. We do have the recipe for it, and we'll put it on our website for you. It's basically a turkey burger. The sheriff says that what's
we'll
punishment
put it on
about
our
it is that the
website so that
inmate
you
in
guys can make the
isolation
turd
gets that
sandwich at home.
for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day until they leave isolation. And like you said, he has caught a lot of flack on social media about this.
For
Okay.
Yeah, they're taste testing
Violating
it here.
some policies.
Okay.
And guys, I was not able
She wasn't able to eat
try
it,
the
though.
burger because I'm gluten intolerant, but we have a burger
convenient,
for
huh?
you guys that the sheriff
Yeah.
gave us.
No,
Because we're
I
doing our
probably would
job. We
make
need to
that
test the
excuse,
product,
too.
let our viewers know what's going on. So Rob, I think, or Steve, if you guys could taste
Yeah,
test
we're
that
both-
and let us know what it tastes like.
we cut it in half, but just like you said, it does smell like a pizza.
Yeah, it does.
Smells like a pizza?
What?
Too bad you have to go to jail to eat this. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
What?
We thank the sheriff for
Okay.
sending one back. It's not bad.
Really?
But I don't think this is punishment. Would I want to eat it every day? Probably not. 3 meals a day?
I'm a former vegetarian, so I'm used to stuff like this. But actually, it's not bad.
Yeah,
It really is.
totally.
So,
Okay, well, you know, the newscasters, they say it's not bad. It looks
I
like a
don't
turd
believe-
sandwich to me.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a turd sandwich. How the fuck does it smell like a pizza?
that blew my mind. I'm like, hold on a second. If it smells like a pizza, I'd probably eat it.
I kinda want to try it, but that also seems like something. That seems like something that they would do. Just be like, look, just pretend that it's passable for like 2 minutes, just so that we can get a bunch of idiots to eat this.
I don't know. Stay tuned, folks. Maybe me and Marco will make up some Warden burgers. And,
Some Warden turd burgers.
3 times a day. That and a cup of water.
Oh God.
Oh boy, yeah. I remember spaghetti day at jail. It was the greatest day ever. But anyways, all right. Do we have anything to plug before we leave?
Well, I guess like I mentioned before, the Twitch channel at MarcoV193 for 10 p.m. Monday Pacific Standard Time for more Mass Effect 3 with me and Johnny. but also Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 12:30 p.m. of me streaming various other video games, if that's what you're into. But there's also MHH Network that you're listening to right now on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Facebook for this show, but also on the Rumble side of things for the Marijuana Happy Hour, the MHH News Desk, and I guess the Vicast to be determined, maybe?
No, I believe the Vicast on Saturday nights, they lost their spot to the Headbangers Ball.
Ooh, that's that's a tough spot. I think I have to agree with that choice. So yeah, Saturday Headbangers Ball on MHH Network. You definitely don't want to miss that.
Okay, the great thing about the Headbangers Ball, folks, is I'm not on it.
Yes, it's literally just the Headbangers Ball. There's nothing to hate about it.
And I thought I'd download a few songs. It'd be cool. I made it about halfway through, and I'm like, I'm out of songs already. It's only a half hour. What the fuck? No wonder when I did the AM 1420 show and mumbled between songs, I could stretch 10 songs into an hour.
Yeah, but when you're playing just songs back to back, is like, oh man, an entire album's worth of music is only like an hour.
Damn. So I don't know. I'm gonna watch it back again, see how it looked. But so if you missed the Headbangers Ball on Saturday, we're gonna be back this Saturday with a more modern Headbangers Ball.
Ooh.
So imagine if the Headbangers Ball returned, all new music mixed with some old music, no Johnny. I think it's perfect. Or maybe, we might bring Ricky Ratman back. We don't know.
Ooh.
So stay tuned. Ricky Ratman, not Rackman. Ratman, my fake Ricky Rackman.
Your alter ego.
All that and more this week on the MHH Network, where I just want to let everybody know that we are under construction, but good things are coming.
Yes, good things are coming. Just be patient with us.
I posted up an edited version of Two Stones last night on the Twitter page with enhanced audio, background noises removed.
Yes,
all juiced up. Juiced up, the kids say it. So go check that out on the Twitter, and we will be switching probably to a new operating system very shortly. This one, because it transcribed the whole Two Stoned from beginning to end. And
interesting.
Reading it. Wow.
Yeah. I imagine reading it. Yes, I imagine reading it is a whole other experience from actually listening to it.
All right. So we're out of construction, but will it be a Marijuana Happy Hour Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday? Headbangers Ball Sunday. The Vicast will come back when the regular season starts. Can't sit and talk. Awesome. I can't sit and talk about shitty football for an hour. It was just so. It was so shitty Saturday. There was nothing to talk about. There really was nothing to talk about, other than the gay cheerleader was the big highlight of the weekend.
That really says something. Where that was the highlight of the game. Nothing else happened of note.
And of course, be back Monday on Mass Effect over on the Twitch channel, and it's coming to an end shortly, friends. So get in with it, getting good.
Yeah, you definitely want to jump in. The plot's getting thicker every day, and the ending is getting closer and closer. So you don't want to miss it.
And I believe the next one is going to be Smokey and the Bandit or the Dukes of Hazzard video game. I don't know. We'll see.
Whichever one's cheaper.
Oh, we're going to play the most white trash video game we can find. I think would be a fun one, right?
Oh, I'm sure I can find something.
Maybe Deep Road Truckers or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Actually, I do know of one game. I don't know if you'd really consider it a white trash game, but you do play as a like a rejected biker who's trying to survive in a zombie apocalypse. Like, it's called Days Gone. I love the fuck out of that game. But I mean, that's something we could probably do after Mass Effect if that's something that piques your interest. Maybe I could send you like the trailer or something. And
I mean, there's a part of me that I don't know if I can let go of that.
Let go. I know, and I know that now you know why I've played that game dozens of times over is because like I beat it and I'm just like, wow, that was really cool. But what happens if I did this instead? And what if I did this instead? And what if I talked to him instead? And what's all this other stuff that I missed? You know what I mean?
I just think it's amazing how they did connect everything together. How something that happened a month ago that we did affected that we run into a guy today. It's so cool.
Yeah, and considering back then it was like literally those games were years apart, and they still had to figure out a way to make it so that almost every decision that you have made in the past 2 games impacted the third one somehow. It's so insane.
It really is. So yeah, Monday you got to check it out because it's getting really hot and heavy over there.
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad last night it wasn't a lot of major action. It turned me gay. The Vikings cheerleader. Yeah. It was the cheerleader, the game. Johnny Goes Game tomorrow night live on the Marijuana Happy Hour. All right. Oh God. All right. I'm doing anything for listeners.
And don't forget MHH Johnny's Picks on Spotify and YouTube Music.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing. It's an amazing playlist. Try something new. You get stuck in you get stuck in your same old playlist, and I know you're getting bored with them. Come over to MHH Johnny's Picks where it's nonstop.
Yeah, it's like Headbangers Ball, but cooler.
Yeah, and the Headbangers Ball will probably be canceled before Saturday, and I realize how much work that's going to take. I'm just going to put that out there. All right.
All I have to do is make a playlist, man. It's not that hard.
No, I really wish I could just stream it, and it just sounds like shit.
Yeah.
And I can't figure out. It's got that weird, like, it just won't play music clearly when you stream like that. It's driving me crazy.
We'll have to.
You have to load every fucking thing individually into the board, and it sounds fine. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
We'll definitely have to do some research.
But I thought I was just going to throw the playlist on. You know what I mean? Let it go.
Right.
No go. All right. Well, that's enough inside baseball for everybody. Sorry. All right. There we go.
On the news, a rare dime hidden for decades.
All right, brother. Thanks again, bro.
$500,000.
Yeah.
An extraordinary rare
Thanks
dime.
for having me. Thanks for coming on to the show yesterday. Always a pleasure.
You got 5 days to rest up.
Yes, I have 5 days to regain the brain cells that I've lost over the past 2 days.
Talking to this idiot. It just makes me dumber.
To That's So Funny.
Sticky icky. Sticky icky. Sticky icky.
It's like goddamn mellow yellow. I'm addicted to the fucking mellow yellow.
Sticky icky.
At least it's cheap.
Sticky icky.
I cleared out the vending machine and I went and bought more.
Sticky icky.
I'm blaming
That's the real dimes you need, right?
my erratic activities
Fucking Franklin D. Roosevelt.
on the mellow yellow.
You need that Abraham Lincoln Kush, dog.
What you need to do is you need to get like
the
like
Gettysburg
4
Address
big
shit,
cases of mellow yellow,
You need that
and then
shit
just
that frees the
put it
slaves,
alongside the
Underground
vending
Railroad
machine,
shit.
and just force the guy to fill it with nothing but mellow yellow.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, it ain't that mellow.
Abraham Lincoln Kush.
Yeah, after the 3rd, 4th, or 5th can, it's not so mellow.
Yeah, my Hunter S. Thompson, my 12th can of mellow yellow, and my 4th Mr. Good bar.
You need that Underground Railroad shit.
My stomach
You
feels like
smoke
it's
that.
been stabbed a
You
dozen
fucking-
times over by a
Yeah,
Mexican
that's what
lady.
All right, brother.
A rare
Peace
dime
out,
hidden
man.
for decades sells for over $500,000. An extraordinarily rare dime whose whereabouts had remained a mystery since the late 1970s.
How do you
has just
shut
sold
this
for
thing
just over
off?
$500,000. Who needs dimes?
No,
when
I
you
don't
got
want to edit the
fucking-
graphic. I
you
want to
got that
shut
sticky,
the show
icky,
down.
icky.
Here we go. Good night.